Go. All right, down onto our last session, the Rime of the Frost Maiden. You fellas managed to get yourselves back on the towns. The Chardalian dragon begins hovering over the 10 towns, and it is striking against each one of the towns. After getting yourselves into Cardenival, right before the dragon begins its next strikes on Karakonic, you guys fight on bravely the Chardalian dragon right before it flies off on to the next of the towns. And you guys see that he is hitting now towards Karakonic. A few hours of travel away. You guys spend out a lot of resources down during that fight, so it's up to you guys now. What are you guys doing after taking on to that fight, after finally saving up one of the towns? You have a few things you can do. Sorry?
Remember, I'm charmed by the dragon to go try to kill the white-haired one.
Mm-hmm. And that is on the party to solve that. So
not my problem.
Because on with this, you guys also notice that even with the dragon flying away, apparently Noir is still off on to her usual behavior. Not that you guys been her with long enough to know what her usual behavior is, but apparently she still intends to shot down my arrows on the ground. What are you guys doing?
Is she still up in the air?
I do think so, yeah.
So like you're like 100 or something feet up or something like that?
Yeah.
Kai, important question. Me going unconscious and nearly dying, would that have woken me up from my charmed condition, or is Salamander still under the effect?
As soon as you reach unconsciousness, the effect ends.
Thank God.
I did send you the update.
I'm getting you.
Sheet. Okay.
Okay. So,
is Salamander still down, or is he?
I think someone healed him, but I'm not entirely
I have
sure.
32 hit points at the moment. Out of 58. So that's good. No. I in my case, I don't know what I can do at the moment. I would just wake up groggily, like with a lot of pain, and then there's some level of comfort after the healing. Look around, and then it's up to you guys, because you would see Null about to like skewer Meros, who's on the floor.
Yeah, I'd be reloading my fucking crossbow.
Meros is on the floor?
Probably the creepiest smile that Nora can manage on her face. Looks like a murder midget.
If I see her obviously trying to attack somebody, like I'd hit her with a guiding bolt or shoot my short bow at her.
You got
the dragon age.
Hey man, I saved you. I healed you.
The dragon ate your ass.
I don't think you're knocked out. Are you? Did you get knocked out again?
Yeah, because
he might have been by me.
Maybe.
I'm currently at 38 hit points, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
I definitely healed you.
The only one I think unconscious was me.
Because you fell off the golem and...
No, he was unconscious for a little bit, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe this has something to do with going to the back of the game.
So how are we going to deal with Noir? She's like super up in the air. I can't hit her with anything.
At this
I
point,
I have a couple ideas, but nobody will
I'll
like them.
fight her back if I have to.
What do you got?
I
got nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking we would do.
Take her out.
Kill me.
Knock her out. Non-lethal.
Something I can try.
I don't know if you can do ranged attacks, non-lethal, or magic attacks, non-lethal.
I know, right?
I have just the spell.
I don't have blunt arrows. I have real arrows.
How is she?
I can throw a guiding bolt at her. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna hit her.
Can we like knock the broom off?
I can miss her with a guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Using the fly spell to be fair.
Oh,
it's
fly
balloons.
spell.
You can shoot the balloons, though.
There are no balloons. What do you mean? It's the fly spell. You can shoot shit.
I kind of see the situation now finally, and then everyone discussing what the fuck do you do.
Can I just shoot him already?
You can.
Yeah, I think
Can I
you would
just
get
shoot
one
you
shot.
already? Is the
Hell
question.
yeah. No, I'm
I'll just
only
tell-
I'll roll. Hold on.
Krista,
Yeah, she
doesn't
was
like-
first on initiative, so.
Yeah.
I'll get my fucking crossbow. Wait,
I
why
just
is it
I
swap-
still have no idea what's going on.
Grim,
Me neither.
Grim, my thing is broken.
So in the
Where's
process
my
of
heavy
us
crossbow?
attacking the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
the dragon used some sort of like mind control on how
Salamander
Noir.
and Noir,
Yeah,
they
and
both
Salamander.
failed.
Noir.
Yeah.
So
Grim,
Salamander went
question.
unconscious, Noir's
Hold-
up in the air flying.
Hold on,
And
pause,
she's hostile
1
right
second.
now.
I'm confused on something. Where the... Y'all, I've been trying to figure this out. Where did my crossbow go? Grim, did you back this up from
Crossbow
somewhere else?
light is below the dagger on your inventory.
No, I had a heavy crossbow with my weapon, my packed weapon.
They can get heavy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you really 100 feet in the air?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
flying.
Well, there's nothing we can do while she's way up there. If she gets within 60 feet, I can throw a
let me
calm
get my
emotions at her.
freaking crossbow
Got a
back.
guiding bolt that reaches 120 feet, so I'm pretty sure I can shoot her in the air.
I kind of.
I think
shout
you
out
have a
at
guiding
this
bolt that reaches 120 feet too.
I do, but I'll never hit.
I got that good old Eldritch
I just
Blast.
say-
Oh,
Grim,
there-
it's
yeah,
a
there
max
you
blow
go. Guys.
crossbow.
Just insult her and say her scissors can't
Grim,
cut us.
I got
She's
it.
gonna come down for that.
I,
Too short.
Grim, stop.
I'm
got it.
serious. Insult her
Well,
scissors.
I mean, she's
can't
under
cut
mind
us.
control, so I don't know if taunts will work.
No, it's
She's-
not.
she's-
It's not perfect control.
All right.
Because I remember what it was like.
Y'all, I'm trying to look for
Why is
my
it?
crossbow.
Why is it so important that we get her down? I mean, she's
So we can
100
hit
feet
her.
away. She can't
Hold
attack
up.
us, right?
Let Noir do her thing. Shoot the arrow there.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix my crossbow. It's a charisma crossbow. Remember, warlock bullshittery.
All right.
It's okay.
Just do your
prone,
D20
so
plus
it's
7
disadvantage
there.
anyway.
Oh no, I got it.
Yeah,
I'm prone, so it's
remember
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah. Remember disadvantage.
Oh my bad.
You shoot me with that crossbow, I'm gonna curse you.
14 hit.
14.
That just hits.
Yep,
Wishy magic boy.
that's 11. And
I have another shot with it. It's
oh yeah, right.
there's
on.
Yeah, what about that reloading property of crossbows?
It's my blade though.
So it
No,
doesn't have
the reload
reloading
properties
properties.
do
I
The
don't
reload
think
properties do
that's how that works.
It says I get a double attack plus. Actually, in 5e, when it
Plus
comes
it's a
to
crossbow.
loading, it was said that loading a crossbow, unsheathing a sword, and whatnot is actually a free action.
All
So
right.
you
That's
did
your
that
item
once, and you just do that twice in a turn.
Look, I'm just saying. I have a
Okay, hey, man,
because
I don't make the
attack
rules
twice
here.
with my magic bow.
All right. The 2 hits, considering the 2 hits go through, you guys do see that she shots him twice just before Zenith's memory said she was gonna cast out a healing ward on him. So you wake up on the following situation, Merus. You see 2 crossbow bolts up on your chest. This woman that you never saw before, or actually saw, he saw her on the vault. The one that you saw on the vault before, with her crossbow, loading it currently to shoot out another shot on what seems to be your eminent direction. You see no monsters around you. What is your idea, Fortis?
Did I hear the command that was given to him?
Yeah, you would have heard. You are 100 feet away from her on that moment. The dragon was very
Alright.
loud about it.
Kill the
Neat.
one with the
I
white
changed
hair.
my hair color to brown.
Very well. And there is no one else with white hair, right? Per my memory.
Xanax.
I've got white hair.
Well,
Oof.
there goes. All
When
right.
is white hair a
cast
disadvantage?
minor illusion on Xanis if Xanis is 30 feet away?
Wait a minute.
To be
why
fair,
is-
the dragon command was specific. He said the closest one with white hair. So,
Xanax.
The wife is calling.
all right. After a minute, you guys sort it out in a way that, you know, no one dies, and you guys get this situation through one. The effect of the charm ends. What do you intend to do now? The dragon is laying waste on down to the next town? Are you resting? Are you moving forward? What are you doing?
So are we still in the
Carnival.
town?
Yeah, and you have to move either to the direction of the dragon or somewhere else to prepare for the next attack.
Do we know that the next town has any like?
You already know which
And
is the next town. You guys
You're
saw in
all-
the planning map, it's doing an anchor attack. So it will come from here, cross over Calvin Cairn, and attack Lonelywood. Lonelywood is the next target. Sorry, Tourmaline. Tourmaline and 10 Lonelywood.
Number 9?
Yep.
Guys, we can't chase this thing. It's too fast. Our best bet is to go to Brimshander. We can send a message out to the other towns to avoid it. We can bring the survivors from here with us.
I can try to haul ass on my broom.
Can I come with you?
Y'all are, y'all can
you
chase
fighting
after it if
alone.
you want.
Only if you let me shoot you twice with your crossbow.
With crossbow, and with that, it's just gonna vanish, and she's gonna put her hands behind her back. I've never had a crossbow before.
Oh, then that's
Hey, you.
That's a shame because I need a crossbow to shoot you with.
A what?
A crossbow.
Why are you putting a cross on top of a bow? It doesn't make any sense. Bows go on hair.
Well, they could, but this one goes on a bow.
A boat?
You have bad hearing. I'm sorry.
I can't hear
Guys.
any music.
Brimshander,
We're trying
Yeah.
to do that.
we should get there.
So you don't want to save the next town, which is what you're worried about?
I mean, unfortunately, it is what it is. We can ask the survivors to try to meet us there. Like, I mean,
Don't
What
think
if we
there's
ask
if we
dragons
travel
tonight to
further
not
away,
Okay.
The dragon
Uh,
is
that
not
seems like a
progressed.
very silly decision. Honestly, have you ever tried to ask a dragon to do something?
Yeah, especially a
you?
mechanical one.
Is
Oof.
there something
It
wrong
was
with
intelligent.
construct?
I remember stabbing it.
Stop
until-
trying to look for things to be offended about. It's
I'm not offended.
It's
I'm just
unbecoming.
curious. Haven't you seen my bandersnatch? Technically a construct.
no, I've never
Either-
had the misfortune.
But either way, it is
Focus.
intelligent. It is
It
intelligent.
is smarter than the average bear, so we might be able to do something. Ask it
The
politely.
Jabberwacky?
The Jabberwocky.
Well, I feel
correct.
as though it would be too resistant to provocation, so I don't think there's really much we can do about that.
We need to fight this thing where it's the most advantageous for us. Clearly, if we fight it in these wooden towns, it's just going to burn them down around us. We're going to get caught in flame.
Why? Yeah.
It's just going to continue to fly. We need to go somewhere that has defenses, somewhere where we can plan, maybe have a couple days to get something together. Of course, so we can try to warn the towns before. I'm not against that, but we don't have the ability to go to every town personally.
Why not?
It's a big area.
Yeah.
The
But
easiest way to
we
do this
did-
would be to go to Bryn Shander and send messages out from there.
Yes.
Yes.
But we did save this town.
We're
Did save
recalling
quite a
that.
few lives.
Yeah, we did, but we can't continue to chase it. Yes, we can chase it to the next town, but we won't be able to chase it to the town after that. We'd have to cross miles of wilderness.
Okay,
that is
then
true.
how about this? We go to the next
we
town
have-
over since it's closest, and then we head to
Rishanda.
Bridge.
No, it's further away. No, it doesn't give us enough time to prepare.
Yeah, and
we
we
should have
have
more
we already
time
have
to
2 levels
prepare,
of exhaustion,
and
right?
and we should take time to send messages to the other towns. If we go to that town and we help them, that's great. But then the other towns are dead. If we go there now, we can warn the other towns before and save more lives.
Yeah, we could request reinforcements from the 2 closest towns and maybe Dugan's if it's close enough.
Do we know what
I-
it won?
Do we know what?
Do we
Why
know
am I
what it
listening to this? You're attacking people. What?
won? No, it
Like,
told me to. It told me to kill the white rabbit.
okay,
I don't know
maybe
where it went.
maybe it did. I don't know you.
No. I was about to kill you guys too. That thing can control minds. but my spine's
I
not.
don't
at
know
that
you either.
point.
All right, let's go
I'm
to
going
make our way to
to-
Bryn Shander.
Stomp my cane on the ground and say, I don't care what you all are doing. I'm going to Bryn Shander. I am sending these messages. You can either come with me, or you can sit around here bickering for longer and letting that dragon kill even more people.
Yeah,
Good
Oh,
I like
that
this
one.
guy.
And
Let's
I'm
go.
going to
Yeah.
start walking down the road.
Yeah, the boy with the cane. Apparently, he's just
Yeah.
going to go in there and just demand people to do things.
Oh, if we're gonna
You
demand
forget,
people to do things,
and
we'll
I
demand
shift
dragons
into
and us.
Christopher's form. I
Oh.
can be whoever I please.
Oh shit! Look at
Oh
him.
shit, she's a shapeshifter.
Sounds
Okay.
great.
Okay.
That's kind of gross.
Can you
But also
send
at the
it to
same
me?
time,
Can
how
send it
you
to me?
doing?
Oh my god.
All right, we're going to Bryn Shander. Let's go.
I did not think you were a narcissist. Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, no, let's round up the survivors here. We'll take them with us, and then we'll go. We're not just going.
Yeah, we'll see them on the way.
We'll
You
see.
said round them up. Hold on. Do we have a lasso large enough for this?
I got a big rope that does what I
We
does,
can't hear
does
you.
what I tell
You're-
it to do.
I can't hear you. You're 100 feet up in the air.
She would have
Yeah.
landed by now.
Yeah,
to
I
be
that
honest.
can't hear
ended.
you. You're a
Yeah, that-
betrayer.
You're.
Yes.
Are you still
Oh.
charmed?
No.
No, the charms.
Am I?
You
charms
stab people in the back. You tiny little creature
I didn't stab anyone. I was shooting with a crossbow.
with a.
All right.
So you do have a crossbow now.
She's gonna show you her empty hands and go, I don't have a crossbow.
Sure.
I'm going to fly
okay.
off into the town and start rounding people up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd help with that.
Very well. You get yourselves in around towns. Let's let the die decide. Let's see.
What town are we in?
Cardenival.
We're in,
I.
I guess,
Where the big cat is.
Yep. Cardenival.
Wolf.
Camavor. Got it.
Care.
We gotta get all the way to
you
A.
guys see
Care about
you guys
Yep,
see that the
that's it.
speaker from the town is already rounding up people to take their leave on towards Bryn Shander as you guys are arriving there. Most of the city militia is down. They have around some 40 men, not more than that. The chief of the guard seems to be organizing down what remains of the militia to take up what seems to be around 330 people up on towards Bryn Shander. Those are the numbers that still remain from the towns. The rest,
Good
No.
survival rate.
not that you know of. You see that the people seems to be disturbed. They seem to look onto one another. There are mothers crying down there. There seems to be a lot of pain in the people's eyes. It's not the first time that most of those people you can see suffered such woes. But you see among the men specifically that they are used to this sort of hardship. They're used to loss. And yeah, they will organize themselves on and move on towards Bryn Shander. That's their deal. What are you guys doing? I see you guys are split. Someone should follow the dragon, someone should go to Bryn Shander.
We are.
I'm going to Bryn Shander.
Me too.
Yeah.
Is Noir going
Mm.
after the dragon alone?
I mean, she's got no one to go with her, and her cat is currently back in its, inanimate form, so she's not quite sure she wants to do that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Salamander would join you, but both of us alone won't do it. It won't be enough.
What if she'll actually approach Summon and go, Mr. Lizard,
Mr. Lizard.
I've got a quick question for you. Do you know how far away the next town is at the Dragon's End?
I think it was supposed to be maybe 20 minutes.
It's a 4 hours travel.
Yeah, it's
It's
32
4 hours?
miles.
Oh, I thought you
No,
were between
32
the
miles.
towns
That's a
was
day. Never mind.
It's less than
Never
that,
mind.
right? Like these two towns are pretty close, though, right?
It's a day.
Figuratively,
Yeah,
compared to everybody, every other
it's a
town.
day. It's a day of distance.
It's a day. Yeah, I don't
You
think
guys
we
can
do it.
arrive in Bryn Shander in 4. Alas, if you cut through the Dwarven Valley.
Yeah, I think we
Where do
should
you
go to
want-
the dwarves, ask for assistance with fighting the dragon, and then go to the dwarves.
Well, Mr. Lizard, I
We have
have
no
a
relationship
weird
with the
proposition
dwarves.
for you.
Well, I'll
Go
go
for
and
it.
talk to the dwarves.
What is your proposition?
Since they're going to be heading back to wherever, and you know this place much better than I, you and I head to the next town and try to round up the people there. Even though it'll take a day to do so, the dragons are already going to most likely be gone if we're not there. But we can have more people on the way back.
So you want to tell them to abandon the town and just flee? Don't bother fighting the thing.
I can't
Well, they're
fight
fighting
the
it right
Jabberwocky
now.
alone.
So I'm pretty sure by the time you get to town, the dragon's already gone, and all the survivors
Yeah,
will
the
either be
dragon's gonna already kill
leaving
it.
or staying.
Exactly, we can go get the survivors.
I think, I think that might be a redundant plan because I think the people know to go to Brishanda if they do survive.
Yeah. It's also true.
Because my aim was to save as many people as possible, given the time we have. But if you're gonna be late, whoever's left, they
Late?
are going. Yes, late.
We're going to be
Whoever's
late.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna
We'd
then
be
pull
on
out
time
a
if-
pocket watch.
Yes,
For
we
a
can
very
get
important date.
I was
Stop
expecting
getting
that.
distracted, you accursed thing.
I look at the watch. I'm like, yes, we can tell the exact time we're late by now.
Oh no, this clock is always 2 days too slow.
Oh. Okay. That's. Do you want it fixed? Okay. Nor. Let's focus. Let's head to Brishanda. If the plan is
You
only
still
to-
debating this?
I mean,
No,
I suggested
wa-
to go
I
get
believe
some-
everyone is walking away by the time you guys are
we're
discussing
we're
this.
walking,
So.
we're walking
Yeah.
towards the direction of Brishanda while we're discussing.
Yeah,
we're not
she'll
heading back.
follow along since she doesn't want to, be the only one out there.
Yeah.
All right. Very well. You guys can do a long rest. I'm not pulling combat after the combat with the dragon. And what you guys are doing? You have you following along with the people from Cardenval because they will arrive far slower. So
No. I ride up to the guards or wherever it seems like they're in charge, and just have just a brief conversation with them about how they're doing and how long they think they will take, and if they feel like they have enough protection.
you see today disclosure up onto you the following. They believe 40 people can protect most of the creatures against the wild, but should a real servant strike, they most likely all will die.
The what servant?
Our real servants.
Is he willing to take on this pressure if we ride ahead to Brimchander?
You see that they are. The chief of the guard says to you that they can care for their own.
Great. Wish them the best of luck, and I suggest we push on ahead.
All right, Christopher.
Very well.
Are there any towns? like,
Dwarven
on
Valley or the road? What are you guys taking?
I
say
guess
we
we'll take
go-
the Dwarven Valley because it's shorter.
And then I could talk to see if I could talk to the dwarves and get some assistance from them to fight the dragon, because I mean, they gotta have stuff to fight a dragon. And then I'll just meet you guys back in Bryn Shander. Or I can stay there, and then
The Dwarven
to
trade is not an
reinforcement.
established route. Is that the thing? Like it's not a proper roadway.
I wouldn't think it's a proper roadway,
Essentially,
but
it's more
it's a path.
treacherous.
But yeah,
It's a path, but
It
it's
will take time,
more
though, right?
treacherous. It doesn't
we
take
can
more. It's less.
Okay. Yeah, we can take some risks with that. If anything is better than fighting a dragon at this point.
yeah.
We're gonna fight the dragon,
No, as in immediately.
not immediately.
At any point, would the dragon be going over our heads?
If at any point, say again.
Would the dragon be going over our heads to go to Bremen's Run?
No, because I think it's going straight across.
Yeah, I mean, we're also
So
going.
maybe, but we're kind of going this way.
Tourmaline. We
Yeah,
might
we're
see it
going
at Tourmaline.
Yeah, you guys most likely will see it away on the direction to Tourmaline as you're crossing over. But all right, so you guys are actually stopping down on the Dwarven Valley to talk with the dwarves.
I don't want to do that.
I'll talk to the dwarves. They can move on to Bryn Shander.
All right.
Like we can get the dwarves to leave the town and head to.
I'll
Bryn
go
Dude,
with
I
the
hope you
dwarf.
come on the 4th day at the first light.
Yes. Look to the what is this, like the west? Look to
Something
the
like
west
that.
on the fourth
Yeah,
day.
yeah, because it's the west. Yeah, because that's where Valinor.
So I believe
Yeah.
you guys would split here. He would continue 6 miles over there, and then you guys would continue over to Bryn Shander.
The question is, are we like force marching? And if we are, can somebody carry Noir for like a couple hours?
Can we stay in the special tent?
Mhm.
I will be taking or going with the dwarf and offering to get us there faster on the broom.
Okay, so one of you can be on the.
Yeah, let's go.
Hmm.
Sounds like a good
That
idea.
is a good idea. And we'll set up the defenses if you reach Brimshand earlier, and at least get things ready on that side.
All right. Very well.
Well, the party split.
The party split. Yeah,
I mean, it's a dragon.
it is a dragon, which means all of you will need all your strength and might to fight this thing. But
Yeah.
you guys have courage. Gotta say this. All right. You fellas divide yourselves on onto the Dwarven Valley, and since I want to introduce Sigmund first, you're gonna get to the scene of the Dwarven Valley after the guys arrive on Bryn Shander. I want 3d8 rolls in there, one for each speaker, to see if we actually have anything combat-wise down the road that is, relatable.
If you guys want
I'll roll
combat, let me
one.
roll a d8.
I'll roll
Let me
one.
roll a d8 if you want to combat.
Nothing on first day,
Let's see d8.
nothing on third day. Let's see what my arrows got, because I think I'm gonna use that to my arrows and flint.
Oops. So, add that in late.
All right. Very well. I'll get to the two of you in a bit. You guys arrive on to Bryn Shander by the dawn of the third day. Unless, again, are you forcing march? Are you doing
Do we think the
things in a
dragon
hurry?
get that far?
It's up to you. You can be here by
He's
the
not-
eve of the second night, but exhaustion levels. You guys already know how that works.
He's not headed there yet. He's got to blow up all the other towns first.
Okay. Then
Yeah, but we
don't
have to warn the other towns, though. That's the whole reason why we're going here.
Yeah. To set up the defenses.
I think they can see.
I don't
the
have
towns
any
from
exhaustion levels saved. I don't know what I was at before.
I think
No.
we're all at 1.
Yeah, we made I think
Noir had none.
I have none at the moment. I'm not sure why. I think we sat in that bubble and then went, and then I think we
Yeah,
had to make.
because we did the hut one time,
Yep.
and then I
Yeah,
think we force
then-
marched to the town.
Yeah. And
Okay,
we
so
made-
if we force march again, is it just automatic 1?
Yep.
Or
And due to weather conditions, you guys are rolling on the third night. because I got a storm, the Constitution thing as well.
I am
Yeah,
resistant to
nobody
cold.
answered my question.
Does that
Thing,
matter?
you don't-
I will
yeah.
hold you.
You
I
can
will hold you. That's fine.
Did anyone
so I
ever
just-
answer my question?
Yeah, I will hold you for a little bit during the walk.
Alright, yeah, cool. So Noir is probably getting a piggyback ride from Christopher Robin, and she goes like flat unanimated during that, so
Mhm.
yeah. No
So you
exhaustion.
become like a dog.
I just have dead weight. Yeah, that's better.
You have a stuffed doll on your shoulders.
Yeah,
is what you
she's
have.
really not heavy.
No,
She's
it's fine. I
very
have
light
the-
compared to the average person.
It's all right. I have the carrying capacity for it.
All right.
I'd stuff you in my bag of holding.
So I want you. DC 15 Constitution saves, and people with cold resistance don't have to save. So
2 DC 15 con saves.
yep. And since that was from the third day onwards from travel, so second day onwards on travel, that means only
Why do I even bother?
Oh, wow.
no.
Noir is very cold.
Yeah. My arrows and flint, you don't have to roll. That won't affect you. Not at the moment, at least.
Resistant to cold.
I figured if it was a storm,
Oh,
we'd get
yeah.
hit by it because we're in the air.
Yep.
So,
but
I
you travel in one day. The storm hits on the second day and onwards. You already be inside the
Oh,
Hall.
we will already be in the
Yeah.
valley then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be at the Dwarven Valley. Yep.
Dang.
Okay, 1 level of
It's a
exhaustion.
good save too.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, if you hold a storm, I will allow you to keep that on during the rest of the travels. Depends on how much time you guys are gonna take on the Dwarven Valley.
Hell yeah.
I am gonna increase my constitution.
Okay.
I want to
I don't think
also
it's-
give you a look at you. I'm like, yeah, you look real cold. Give you some guidance on how to warm yourself better.
Long distance guidance.
Hey,
Go.
You need to focus on your inner core. You keep that warm, not your arms.
All right.
You're rubbing your
Your
arms,
second
rub your
roll
body.
can be at advantage. Go for it, Pete.
All right, so I got 11 temporary hit points doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Boy.
You need to save, mate. Third level. Holy shit.
that was leaning. You saw it was a 20.
Plus D4.
Holy shit. Doesn't matter.
Oh my god, that's bad.
I'm not
Alright.
gonna waste my inspiration.
You already have
Yeah.
advantage, so it won't matter.
Sure is a Pete roll.
Alright.
Sure is a Pete.
What I need now. Let's see, party wise. Yeah, I think we have everyone. So, Salamander, I will need a second roll from you since you're going to bring Shander, please.
Oh no, I did a second roll. The first roll I failed. I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. And then since you guys are forcing March, did I get that right?
Yep.
Yes.
People who failed have 2 levels of exhaustion. Everyone takes 1 level of exhaustion on the minimum apart from War, since she is the stuffed animal. And the rest of you fellas over that are going towards Brinshan there.
Wait, hold on. Does everyone get an automatic 1, or
Yep.
only if you fail?
Forced
1
March.
plus-
Forced March. Plus 1 if you fail, and Zenis has 3 levels of exhaustion, so.
It's very.
What? Why?
That
Is-
is.
You
That is what
fail
the-
the first and you fail the second. And you guys are forcing March, so.
Automatic
You're not
one.
stopping to rest. That's the issue.
I'm stopping to rest.
No.
In the middle of
We
the
already
storm, are
did
you
this.
certain
You
of
can
that
by
decision?
yourself.
That's on you.
I
If
think
you
you're-
want, if you
Hello,
wanna,
agree is-
sure. If you wanna,
I mean,
sure.
that's-
But if the party's following, that's the issue.
DAV already committed at this point.
3 though. I mean, what's the point? Of course, it doesn't matter. My rolls are so terrible. It really doesn't matter.
But how many days in advance would we reach Brimshanda since we did this?
2. Instead of 4 through the road, you cut 3 on through the Dwarven Trade, and you would reach on the evening of the second night.
So I just tell Xanis, like, Xanis, once you reach the town, we can use that mask of yours again.
Yeah, if you guys are thinking on waiting, you have plenty of time for Zenith to rest. So
No, we don't.
No,
We have
like
to save
we
people's
can we can
lives.
we can take the long rest in the city.
Well, you're gonna
with the
find me a
mask.
popsicle in the snow.
You'll be fine, Xanis. Push through.
All right.
Your elf pride
you
carries
guys
you.
are gonna report
Fine.
up to the Vesta Shane as soon as you reach there, or what are you doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I would like to go.
Map of the towns. Let's go.
So we're in town.
Yep. You
Okay.
guys are in town.
I'm going to rest.
Yep. You can
We-
take one long rest and remove one. You guys own the very least for sure. We'll take one long rest
Okay.
on this.
Could we use that mask thing again? We had 3 uses of it, right?
Sorry, say again.
Xanis had that mask thing for long rest, right?
Yep.
Where we can recover the thing if we take a long rest with it.
Yep.
So I tell Xanis, like, Xanis, don't worry, we have 2 more days. We could rest properly with your ability, the item that you have.
If we've got 2 days, why do I need to use that?
Because I don't think we can recover in time by the time the dragon comes. What
Mara
if
is
it
not
comes the next
here.
day morning?
Christopher is here.
Yeah, also I
So-
lied. No, I'm not going to Speaker's Palace first. I'm going to the House of the Triad first.
All right.
Let's go together and see what
Noir's
this is
on
like.
Christopher Robin's back, still shivering, just into like, I don't like the cold.
Very well.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Anyone going to the Speaker Palace first?
I'll go.
I have
You
no
go?
idea about.
I thought you were
Like-
resting. Just
I am
saying.
resting. I'm trying to
I-
keep track of what we're doing here.
I'm convincing Xanis that we can take a rest at night with her item and completely recover the next day. So it should be fine. Let's just talk to the people we need to talk, and then rest up properly.
That's on you guys. Whatever you decide goes. So
So
you guys moving in on towards this salamander, where you're following?
following, are we splitting it up at the moment? Are we going to talk
Apparently.
to all the people?
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know,
carried
like-
around by Christopher Robin.
Yeah, so Xanis, just give me a confirmation. Yes, no, maybe. Like, what is it?
I'll go talk to her. She'll listen to me.
Come with us. Okay, so there's no split then. We're all going together.
All right.
I don't like it when the DM rolls dice and doesn't say anything or laughs suspiciously and doesn't say anything.
Right.
See how it goes.
Oh God.
Suddenly
Alright.
I quaff my potion of I'm a superhero and I take off into the air flying with my fist outstretched.
Right. And now the deadly flying Tarrasque balloon come over to take 10,000. No, I'm shooting you. Never mind.
Wait, why is there 2 Christopher Robins?
Yeah, eventually, if he's like running this fast around the towns, he drops you. I'm 100% certain he drops you.
He wouldn't
So-
do that.
Which,
Oh,
where are we
God.
going? The Speaker's Palace?
Say again?
Are we going to the Speaker's Palace?
I believe Christopher Robin is going towards the House of the Triad, so.
Also
Oh,
the
with
Triad. I don't know this place at all, so I'm just following the group.
Yeah. So most likely, since Marcon Saltwell got you over the work, you would find him along the wall. As you guys cross into the wall, you see that Mark Saltwell would have his men over. The mans on the wall would put up the longbows and the ballistas all over to you, and they would say, "Hold! We'll approach the city of Bringshander."
Pleasing people.
Christopher Robin of the House
What?
of the Triad. I
stopping
bring
us at the-
news. Yes, they're stopping us at the gate. They're
It's
trying
the
to defend
usual stuff that you guys already are used to. You see
And I
that it goes over, and then Mark and Saltwell see you guys and say, "Welcome along. Devasa Shane wants to speak with you. We're on report to what happened down the fortress. There is a guest that she wants to present you, fellas." Does that
Of
change
course.
where you're going first, or are you still going to the House of the Triad?
I guess a very
I will
important
meet with
guest.
her after I meet with the House of the Dryad.
All right. Very well.
Christopher Robin of the House of the Dryad.
Okay. You move over to the House of the Triad. Zenis, where are you going? Are you going to the Speaker's Palace? All right. Then I'm going to get the things on the Speaker Palace sorted first. Then. All right.
Oh.
Zenis, as you arrive over onto the Speaker's Palace, you see that the guard seems to be tightened. There seems to be 2 veterans, and her usual bodyguard, instead of protecting her, seems to be down on along the main hall. It seems that he is gruntling over the place, and as soon as you approach on, you see that he eyes you, he remembers you, and he says, "You are the dumbbell woman. I remember you.
Oh, the what woman?
My
Did he call me a-
speaker waits you." Yeah, he called you a dumbbell woman.
Oh, I thought he said dumbbell.
That's what I thought he said too.
Like she was waiting.
You're that woman who works out a lot, huh?
How you
Yes, I'm
reply
here to
her,
see the
Gladiator?
speaker. I'm here to see the speaker. Time is of the essence.
We know.
And I make him try and I'm not gonna stop. I'm still walking towards where the speaker is.
You
Speaker's
see
hall.
that he sort of lands on his arm against the door while trying to hold you on crossing on, and he says, "You wait."
Goodness sakes, man.
And you see that they do the usual stuff. One messenger goes in. Devasa Shane agrees on to you meeting, and some 5-7 minutes time, eventually you are within the hall. As soon as you enter up, you see Devasa Shane talking to what seems to be a very well endowed and good looking man, wearing out fine clothing, Salter to be specific. And you see that she's saying, "Mr. Sigmund, can you in any manner provide help from the city of Baldur's Gate onto our situation currently? The Lord's Alliance could provide quite an effort in our current situation."
Baldur's Gate, you say? Well, no, I recently just passed through there. No, I told you that I was a noble of Luskin, not Baldur's Gate. That's preposterous.
Very well. Well,
I mean, Luskin has always been a friend of the Ten Towns, have we not?
we do trade. We do a lot of trade, really.
City of Thieves.
We could use the help. It's just what price will the Pirate Queen seek from us, or even the captains? That is the issue.
Yes, well, understand it's hard here. I'll reach back and see what I can do. But for now, let us drink. Let us smoke. This is a time of joy, is it not?
I don't believe you follow my issue. And then Zenas arrives and...
Yes, this is not a time of joy and not a time for celebration. You have a dragon bearing down on your city.
Preposterous. Everyone would know about that if that was happening.
I don't know this every one person, but I can tell you that we just left the Duragar's fortress, and we saw the dragon leave there, and we've seen it burn down at least a couple cities. We need to get people to safety. The dragon's going to come here, and everybody's going to be pressed in, and he's going to kill everyone. We need to get people into safety. Get them into caves, get them underground, get your archers on the wall.
You see that she raises her hands, and I understand your worry. Tone down and take a step.
Insight check. Do I believe that there's a dragon?
You do. She seems to pretty much believe what she says. And I understand the situation with the dragon. It was expected that I expected more on regards to you taking down the dragon by the fortress. But we prepared ahead for it. Once the plans were disclosed in for the first time, we've been preparing on for a possible dragon siege over to our town. What worries me is not Prince Shander. We have enough men to hold for our own, even if we believe there will be destruction on here as well. The other towns can't fend for themselves.
The walls are irrelevant to this dragon. Bryn Shander will have everyone packed into it, and the dragon will just strafe up and down the streets and kill intermittently.
We have ballistas over the walls, and they can cross quite a length. It's on the very least some half a mile of distance that they can cover. The thing now is, what can we do against the dragon? He's fully made out of metal, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't pronounce that word.
Chordalian?
Yeah, obviously it flows right off her tongue, but it's made of Tridalian.
Ready.
Oh.
I don't know what sort of metal or material that is.
Well, whatever it was, it's now crafted. It's tainted. It's evil. It's crafted into a dragon. I'm not sure what we can do other than spellcasters and archers, but the general populace needs to get to safety.
In times of war, greater needs are requested. Let Christopher Robin know that I will tell Mark and Saltwell and the men should not hustle you over whatever resources you have, they be magic or not. The population will fear you, and they might not see you as their protectors, depending on what you do. Just note that. With this,
Can I ask a question out of character here?
Yep.
Why would the population fear an elf? Wouldn't they kind of look at her?
Yeah, spellcasters. Do you remember the main role of this?
I'm a
this
cleric.
version?
I'm not a
You are a
spellcaster.
cleric. You are a cleric.
And remember, I fed over 50 people the
You
last
did.
time I was here.
You did.
I'm a local hero, damn it.
You are.
Anyway.
You did not throw spells around though, until now.
No, I haven't thrown any spells.
Yeah, not until now. That's the thing. But yeah, going along on with this, you see that she looks over to Sigmund and say, "This is Miss Zenis. She is part of the distinctive group that I told you about."
Princess Xanis. Yes, thank you.
Princess
Well met,
Zenis.
Princess. It's nice to meet someone else of royal blood.
I'm Xanis Feshnell of Everesca and Evermeet.
She is.
Yes, well, I am a minor noble in the House Duluth out of Luskin.
She is
Luskin.
quite a figure. She holds out most of the knowledge that I, as a woman, wish I had over my young age. Can you provide and help with your abilities, Mr. Sigmund? I believe your efforts will be put onto the most of use with their group instead of helping on the wall fighting a metallic dragon.
Well, certainly, I would be willing to do this. Perhaps afterwards we'll discuss more of those investments that I was talking to you about. I'm sure that we could come to some arrangement, perhaps in the future.
As long as Luskan don't seek the blood of my people, I'm willing to negotiate quite a lot. You see, she smile a bit a bit still on the fence about to worry of what exactly Luskan will seek out for payment, but that has been clear over the table as you guys were talking on. And she says, "Let Christopher Robin know he will have any aid that he may need on from the city, as long, again, I don't have to break tradition." You see that she make a short courtesy and bow towards you and let you guys go.
I will tell Christopher Robin he is in charge of the city defense then, ma'am. Thank you. And I turn on my heel and walk before she can say anything.
Very well.
All right. Well, I'll follow her, and I
Mhm.
follow the elf.
Very well. The two of you get onto the outside. Anything you want to say before I take on to the House of the Triad?
I am going to command a guard to get me a horse.
You see that he does. He gets you a horse.
Okay, so that way I can make quick time to House of Triad.
All right.
I
He gets two
that I will
horses.
just follow.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So,
Sorry,
so,
Role
this-
playing thing. Zanny's knows all about Luskin, and she's trying very hard not to show contempt here.
understand.
Pirates. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll never find a hive of more scum and villainy.
Baldur's Gate has far more, but it's fair.
It's like what? Oh, pick your poison.
Yeah. There are three places on the Forgotten Realms where you don't want to be. One is down the Deos, one is down the north, and one is down the south of the Sword Coast.
I see.
So,
Getting familiar with this setting.
getting on, along with you, the House of the Triad, you arrive on with the party, Mr. Christopher Robin. You see that Salamander follows you on the tail down there. Noir also is up on your shoulders. She seems to be a little woozy
I'm
still.
back.
Oh, you are there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, her hat keeps falling in your face too. She does not try to move it for you.
Yeah, I put you down as soon as we're in the town. I'm like, all right, we're here.
Mhm.
We did it.
Motion denied. She will then just stay on your back. She will hold on to you herself. I'm cold. I don't want to walk anymore. My feet hurt.
Fine. All right.
I am back.
Whatever.
Oh boy.
Make it to the House of the Triad. And
We still in
but
Bridge
first,
huh?
Yep.
Goddamn.
Takes a while.
I
Go
do
for it.
ask.
I'll try to go fast. First, I want to try to find Augustus.
Okay.
And when I find him, I want to talk to him about the food situation in the city and how much food there is, how many people it can feed, and how much food is the church able to create for people if need be.
With the priest that they have around 30 brothers. 8 of 10 are full clerics, so most likely they could produce 400 pounds of meat and 800 gallons of water a day, most likely. So it could feed a lot of people.
Okay, so we have room for refugees. That's very important. You gotta tell them all about the dragon, all that's going on. Tell them that we need to send messages to the other town to send their refugees here and to start preparing food. Then I will ask him in the library, are there any books that contain records of towns that defended from dragons And then if he doesn't know, I'll proceed to the library and try to make a perception check to find them or whatever I would
You
need
see
to.
that he say to you that all the times that the towns were attacked on by dragons, which basically was for the first time the old White Death one back in some 40 years ago, per what he researched down. Um, they always counted on with the dwarves. Their craftsmanship is normally what helped out in taking down dragons. Adamantine arrows, for the ballistas, fire spears, whatever you call it. Mostly it was Stan that provided such help. Brinshander is currently able, with the ballistas it's have, to take on to the dragon because they do have adamantine arrows, but they have a very low supply. So
If we are also there in that situation, like we'd be with Christopher, right?
What?
yeah, you would be with Christopher. Why?
No, I would tell them to keep all the stock that they have immediately loaded. The hide of the dragon is made of metal itself, and that would come in handy. It took a lot of effort to pierce it, so do not skimp on the arrows if they can help it.
The dragon is just afraid.
Oh, it did not seem afraid at all when it was burning the people or when it got stabbed. It
Well,
seemed
clearly,
Yeah, are you
you aren't
still a
thinking.
friend of the dragon?
And I'm not his friend. I just.
You get
What's
charmed
the word?
once, and all of a
Sympathize.
sudden you just feel
yes.
for this.
No. Let's have a talk. Put me down and chill up off your back, and then climb
Good.
on top of a table to like, get kind of eye level with you. Okay, hear me out. What's the first thing that I did when somebody took the bandersnatch from me?
You try to stab them.
I
Correct.
have no idea.
I
Okay.
tried to
Yes, you
take
try to
off your
cut them.
hand, first of all. You know what it's
Okay.
doing? It's trying to take off our hand because it doesn't know any better.
Do you think the dragon can be reasoned with, is what you're telling me?
Yes, it's intelligent.
What the heck?
So, are you willing to stand in front of that
What the
dragon
heck?
and risk being eaten alive to convince it? Hey,
I
Mr.
have to be
Dragon.
alive to be eaten alive, but yes.
I'm
Oh,
all for this plan. I feel like Augustus agrees. He's all about martyrdom. That's like his whole thing.
look towards Augustus
So
for the reaction.
yeah,
Like,
man, thumbs up from everyone.
No, I
Hey,
will
you
do.
can try to talk to it. If you can't talk to it, I'm gonna shoot it with the ballista.
Are you going to give me time to speak to it?
Yeah. I'll give you a little bit of time. As soon as it seems like it's attacking the town, then it's done. Like you can try to like meet it outside. Try to
Okay.
talk to it.
I'll do it.
All
as
right,
long as
fair.
people aren't put at risk, try whatever
However,
method that.
you do need to have it on, because it won't be a fair conversation if, you're shooting at it in the middle of us speaking. Then it's automatically
Hey,
going to
you know
attack and
what?
everyone will die.
How about this? I'll make a deal. Once you start speaking to it, if it moves past you, I'm gonna shoot it.
That sounds fair.
If it acts aggressive or okay. Better idea,
Yeah.
better idea.
If it like let's say we're on a plane and you're here and it's here
What's a
and you're
plane?
talking to it and it goes past you, a level surface, if you will.
I had a better idea. Just in case you aren't able to shoot it fast enough, I can have my weapon in hand and she'll, summon her tiny pair of scissors compared to her giant one to go. Are you able to see this shiny object from a very far distance? Do you have good eyes?
I do.
If I drop it, shoot it.
Oh, that's the
Fair.
signal.
All right.
Okay. You do realize you're putting yourself at quite a bit of risk, right?
Trust me, I say it's worth it personally because, like I said, I tried to take off your hands as well.
I don't know if it's the same, but if you really think it would work, all right. Um,
Hey man, it's worth a try. It
yeah.
only risks her life. Doesn't risk any of the townsfolk's life.
Oh,
So I'm
I
fine
like
with
I
it.
said, I'm not alive. I'm animated.
Yeah, well, only risks your animation then.
And
No, it's
I,
okay. I'm quite resilient.
Cool.
and speaking of, there is this
But
one
I'm cold.
condition, Nor. You remember that both of us were affected by the dragon. We started thinking of it as a friend and
No,
wanted to
I've
kill
always
everybody
thought
else.
of it. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just right click. It's like me. We're the same thing.
Okay. Just keep in mind, just keep your wits about you. Know that it can potentially control you. So
Oh yes,
just
it
be
has
ready
me
for
kill the
that.
white rabbit again. I'll
They're the
definitely
same
try. It's
thing.
its fault for being late.
Town better watch out.
And I kind of turned to Christopher and I'm like, what's the other place that you wanted to go to? Like, what's up with that place? Why don't we go to the house of the speaker?
Oh no, we need to go there. I just want to make sure that we had enough food for refugees because I'm sure the speaker is going to try to say no to that.
Makes sense. Yeah, they would be stingy in a cold place. Makes sense.
I mean, they are. Yeah,
Can I
it,
have
it,
a
it
bit?
it is what it is.
Have I made it there yet, or am I still
You
over at the
and
speaker's
I was
place?
gonna get you in there right now. And as you guys are going over towards the speaker's palace, midway you're crossing with Xanis and this gallant guy wearing out fine clothing with horses crossing towards you guys. Wrap it
Does
up
he
so I
actually have a
can.
hat? Is the question.
Yeah, he does. I believe.
Oh, Xanese, you finally found the suitor, huh? Someone
The
just as
Queen of
fancy
Hearts
as
had the Mad
you.
Hatter all along. I should have known. I should have known.
Yeah, right?
Where's the white rabbit? Is he
Christopher,
staring directly at the new
the
person
the
asking
speaker
this?
the speaker has given you control of the city's defenses.
What?
That's a lot of responsibility.
So
What?
so whatever it is you need, she said they will not stand in your way, and you will get.
I don't think Mark Saltwell will be happy about that.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to him about that one. But hey, way to go. That's pretty awesome.
So
Guess you
I
had a good conversation, Xanis? Yeah?
It was just politics, yes.
Oh,
Hmm.
yes.
look
You,
towards the new guy like, hey, so can you fight?
And I look over at him and say he's from Luskin.
Yes, well, I'm trying to make
boo.
things better there. And he tips his top hat. Sir Sigmund Duluth, at your service.
That's not the Mad Hatter's name.
It is here.
What?
Just
That's
don't
not
worry
your
about it.
name.
There's a wonderful storybook that you might want to read if you want to understand Noir.
There is no understanding Nor.
Yeah, I literally have no idea what she's talking about. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you're wearing
go
a hat,
stand next to
so
the horse and try to grab his hat. I will... Can I see your hat? Can I have it? Can I have it?
Well, I just met you. How about later?
I would like the hat.
Oh boy. Like this cute little doll like person. It's like
Yeah, she's
Imagine,
like
like,
3'5".
a
She looks like a
child
little. Yeah,
asking
she's
for your
literally
hat.
child
That's what you
size.
have in front of you.
Yeah, the literal
She'd
child.
probably
from,
fit inside of it.
Yep, most likely.
Yeah. Can I have your hat, please?
I'll tell you what.
Moving on. What can we do to help you, Christopher?
The Red
Oh,
Queen
the-
always has no fun.
move on from the new character. Yo, she wants your hat. Give her your hat.
Yeah, why are you with the Queen of Hearts?
Oh my god, this again.
Here, you can borrow my hat for a minute. He throws it
Queen of
down.
Hearts.
Yeah,
Just be
she
quiet.
takes the hat and is gonna go stand behind Christopher Robin with it poke out like around his shoulder and go, I'm returning this to the Hatter.
boy.
Yeah, I hope you return it. Costs 10
you lost-
gold to join this party.
I think you lost your hat, friend. Uh,
No,
I
you
have a
you have to
brilliant
return
idea
it.
for defending the city. I think we should send
Okay.
What?
Nor up on the wall to taunt the dragon.
I
And
think
Oh,
came to
dude, no
this
way.
conclusion.
Hear me out. Nora said that she was just gonna fly up to the dragon and try to talk to him anyways.
Yeah, the
excellent.
Jabberwocky.
Excellent. I applaud your bravery, Nor.
Yeah,
That
the
is
Jabberwonk.
Yeah, the Jabberwocky never hurt anyone originally. We had to strike its anger. We could figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Though I do have a question.
Yeah.
How many of you can fly? Because last time I noticed, Christopher, you were a bit frustrated that you couldn't hit the thing, right?
No,
Did you want to fight up
I
those?
can't fly. No. But
And-
we're gonna go talk to the speaker about that because there's someone who
yeah,
may have something that can help us. But
'cause I'm not
we
flying
need
on solo.
a pass.
Like your spine breaking once. That's enough of an experience. I'm not flying on that thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
That's
suggest
a good idea.
riding golems into the air, but that was great though.
Needed something at the time. I thought it was good, but oh boy, that hurts. Uh, so you think the speaker might have a solution for it? Okay.
Um, not the no, the owner, the Emporium here in town might have a solution to it, but we need the speaker's permission to get stuff from him.
You guys have contact with the speaker. I just got hired here to come in for the help, so let's see.
All right. And now we are switching up scenes.
Yep.
All right.
Dwarven town.
As you guys are crossing in towards the Dwarven Valley, you see this vast corridor up on inside the underground level. As you cross on towards the entryway, you see that the dwarves, the dwarven guards in front of the caves, they hold you steady, and they say, "Hold out your step, fellas! You are
will
on the
land the broom in
king's
front of
howl. Who are you, and what do you seek?"
I bring news, dangerous news about the area, and I would like to request assistance if possible. So I would like to speak to the king.
I,
require an
the king
audience.
has no interest on to the situation over the towns. You are losing your time, friend.
Why did something happen between the dwarves here and the 10 towns to make it?
Nothing. But I gotta tell you, he won't move an inch over.
No. I pull out two of those jewels, the dwarven jewels, and like, I offer these to the king if I could speak to him.
You see, they look over one another. I'm telling you, you're losing your time, but it's up on you. And you
I'm
see
going
that.
to
Yep.
step forward,
Mm-hmm.
look at both of them. I'm going to use my Fey presence
Mm-hmm.
and tell them I do believe the king should be allowed to make his own decisions. I don't think he'd be very thrilled that his two lackeys in the front of the gate made this decision for him.
You see him
The
make a short
Fey-
nod, and he says over to you, I agree to you. And that is why you fellas can go in, but not unguarded.
I'm fine with that. I have no reason to not be
Yeah,
guarded.
that's fine.
Not here to cause any trouble, anyways.
Your weapons, please, good lads.
I give them 2 daggers. Oh,
Yeah,
3 daggers.
give him my staff.
You
I
see,
don't
they
need this anyways.
look over you in there and say,
Only thing I have left is the cane.
um,
Oh, and the warm edge.
they look over to you and you see that they say, the broom as well, if you may.
The broom is not a weapon. I can send it
Do
away.
you want to go to get yourself in? Then the broom as well, friend.
It'll follow you for now. Then he whistles, and the broom would just float next to the dwarf.
Thank you. That is for the best. And you see that, yes, they allow you guys to come in over there. That's Duergar folk. I don't want Duergar folk.
We gotta go.
And you guys can feel free to move.
I mean, we're just looking for the king.
And as you cross over, you see that you guys meet on over. A lot of folks down in the house. They seem to be mainly attending down to dragging out resources, metal, that sort of stuff. As you crossing among the houses, it's pretty clear that they are preparing for something along in there. They seem to be, for what you can see, on the mood around the surroundings, to be preparing for a war.
Boy. I turned to
I'm
Maros
gonna
like,
whisper to the
yes,
dwarf, "What's going on? Is this normal?"
it is not normal. It looks like they're preparing for war of some sort. Don't know with who,
Perhaps
though.
they were also pretending or preparing to defend from the dragon.
Maybe they received word, but we need to find the king in order to find that out.
As you guys are crossing on towards the northern how, you see that one of the guards say, "Oi, you seeking the king how? It's up on the south."
Back the other way.
Oh, we're going the wrong way. Can we ask for directions where the king is at?
And yeah, you see that one of the guards will take you guys there. He moves
Amazing.
over. And he begins to lead you fellas over on among the place. You see that he keeps quiet and for himself most of the time ahead on.
Can I ask him what they're preparing for?
You can try how you do that. What words you put up in there for it.
I just ask it. I'd say it looks like you're preparing for something. Last time I saw people acting in this way, we were off to war.
You are right. We are on to war, my friend.
Against the dragon or against something else?
Against the dragon, indeed.
How did you guys hear of this dragon? Did you?
We have old fights up with the Duergar. Well,
They're not
you
pleasant
went
folk.
to the king's hall. You see that he crawls over. As you cross in towards the largest dwarvish hall that you can find up, you see that there seems to be large stones, most likely emeralds, for what you can see, over onto the hall. The tapestry seems to be destroyed, just like on in the image. And you notice that a few of the plates, this one and this one specifically, they seem to be shackled in and have fissures among in the names. And you see that those are clan names. You recognize a few of the clan names that passed on along the Icewind Dale in there. And you see the name of the name of the Battle Hammer and Silverstring clan, which are the ones on top, as most recent, and a few of the others seems to be unmemorable. You see that Stonky Silverstring raises up from his throne and say, "Well, visitors, it has been long on since I had visitors down in this hall. What is that you
I'm
seek?"
going to stand about here and go down on one knee and say, "Greetings, my Your Grace from the Winter Court."
A traveler from the true world, or so is what you guys believe. And an old fellow dwarvish. Where you come from?
We come from the towns, and I was trying to request help with a fight against the dragon. And if you offer help, I will be willing to share what I scrounged up from the Drugar castle that I found. And I pull out now 3 stones since he's a king. I'll be like, offer you these 3 dwarven jewels. I forgot what the name was. That's just
The ones that light up the forges, right?
yeah.
I got that somewhere. Hold up.
Yeah, I thought I did too, but
And you see that he looks to you and say, "This is our family inheritance. Why are you giving away our right to someone from another clan as a trade instead of a present?"
found these in the Dragar stronghold, and I didn't realize they're full.
You see that he gets 2 steps over from his stone towards the stairways and say, "The sunblight, then. What is of
Yes.
Sardahawk? What did he
Um,
shoot in?"
we killed him, and we raided his keep of jewels and weapons for ourselves. Do I have his crown?
No. It's
No?
far gone.
Corbin has the
Far
crown.
gone.
Okay. Yeah, so I tell them we killed the king and everyone in the castle.
I will trust you on this. You seek help on with the dragon. Do you know how
Yes.
to kill the dragon?
I think someone discerned the weakness of there's something in his chest, but we couldn't really get any more details than that. It was kind of a one-sided battle.
The construct was, well, a project to be made down Mitro Hall a long time ago, up on the south. Shardahawk idea was the same as most of the times the Durgar steal out our craft and turned it into something worse. That thing was supposed to be a guardian to specifically Gauntlegren down the south. It is an old thing that I do know a little bit of its craft. I'm not much sure on how much he would have perfected it, but it has one weakness. The creature itself take most damage on its core, where the heart lies. It's what pumps the engine and keeps the thing floating on. You can get through its carapace with adamantium.
Adamantium, that's good.
Might I ask a question?
Aye, you may. Do what you do.
Do you believe that the crystalline structure would be susceptible to sound?
Sound?
A bell?
Unlikely, unless the proper vibration can overcome down its core. Do you have something loud enough to cross miles?
Unfortunately, I do not. Can I ask a question to the DM specifically?
Sure.
You said that my patron was essentially the Winter Queen at this point, right?
Per what we agreed, your patron, yeah, would be the hiding queen of the Winter Court. So yes.
Okay. But it's not public knowledge that
No.
she's the one that controls it.
Nope. She never does things by default.
Got it. Which is kind of why I'm here in the first place. Understood.
Hear out again, it's not sound. So hear out again, you will understand what she provided you for an answer. And you see that Stockley Silverstring look at you and say, I can provide men over if that's what you seek. But if you need resources, we are more than glad to honor the debt that the Battlehammer clan still have on with Brinshander.
Help would be much appreciated.
In these dire times, I'm sure those debts can be repaid with these acts.
Very well. Brinshander will need aid of resources. We will provide 8 men along one from our highways that will carry down ammunition for the ballistas that were once forged by our kinsmen up on the old days when King Battlehammer was still among us. We thought that people would come down this way. We will also provide 10 weapons from finer craftsmanship from our dwarven kin.
You are
can
most
name
generous.
10. You can name 10 now, or let me know after your rest. You are my guests.
I will put together a list.
Never leave again.
Yes, we will take a rest. We will gather the weapons, and then we will head for Brinshander.
Remember this when you seek out of Shane. There was once heroes among a larger hallway that swore to protect and aid along our kinsmen to all over the 10 towns, and that his debt is now paid.
I will pass that on to the speaker.
You see he sits on his throne again and lets you guys be. And the guard will take you guys to your place where I need to find on the fucking map where that is, because there's the prison. There you go, it's all the way to the other side.
As we're
Alright.
walking out, speak to the dwarf. Do you remember what weapons everyone used?
Yeah, I will have to think about it, but I do believe so.
Good, because I don't think I took note of them at all.
We did find one dwarven weapon in the stronghold. So
Alright, so you guys have a list of 10 plus 1 weapons that you can ask. That's actually plus 1 gear. I will rephrase that. That's plus 1 gear that sees
plus
up
1
to
gear?
offer. Yeah. So that's what you guys can seek on. Remember that dwarven don't work in leather, so metal only.
Yep.
Yeah, so I
Take
can't
that in
get.
consideration.
Well, I guess I could get studded leather, kinda.
Studded leather is leather, man.
Yeah, the studs aren't gonna be enough.
If you want a chain shirt, sure, but that's about it.
Yo, give me a short sword.
Mhm.
I think everyone just put in a list like, this is what.
So that is
Get
10
more a second pair of
plus,
scissors. I'm joking.
But amazing that he convinced the king. That
plus
is pretty
1
good.
gear.
Oh boy.
Do you think the dwarves are put off by my appearance? If so, I can change it.
What do you appear as now? Because I know you can shapeshift.
I'm, as my token looks, I am a very neutral-looking, white-haired, pale person.
No, because if you change into a different shape now, they'll be put on guard. So you can just stay as is, and then we'll.
And I understand.
Yeah.
Being in this form is sometimes uncomfortable. I don't like people to see the way I look.
Fair enough. Everybody's got their demons in the closet. I have some as well. All right, so we take a long rest.
Yep.
It's like
you
being a
guys can
walking
take a long
lie.
rest.
Oh, awesome.
I do believe my character is currently already long rested because I didn't change anything yet.
Yep.
No more exhaustion for me. Yes.
I would like to sleep with the orb nearby just in case the patron wants to reach out in my sleep and give
Sure.
anything more useful.
Well, she did give you something useful. You're just not looking into it. Can say it is.
I'm trying to look into it. It just isn't making sense to me.
All right.
Can I? Am I able to use a metal staff?
You are. Just remember that.
Are you a druid?
Yeah. Just remember that it's not part of your tradition. There is a thing called steelwood up in the southern region, specifically on the Silver Marshes. In a few places you can find that allows you to do heavy and medium armor made out of wood. So,
Steelwood.
yep. But there on Icewind Dale, very unlikely to find.
Yeah. Oh boy, whatever. Oops.
So it's up to you. If you want to go canon on how druids normally despise our metal because it's being unnatural, sure. If not, sure,
Yeah, it's-
you can
Nope.
continue
Nope.
over and on.
No, I'm all good. Would you? So in the next morning when we wake up, I asked Meros, "Hey, you want some daggers? Want some adamantium +1 daggers?"
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not very useful with those daggers. They're mostly backups. I'm not sure what they can provide for me that I would actually make full use of.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
A shield?
Ooh,
I'm not proficient in shields.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm a
think
warlock sorcerer.
I don't remember if anybody used a shield in the battles I've come across.
Danny's does.
But you know what?
There
A
you
shield,
go.
a shield is nice to have.
We have
I use
more.
a shield.
We have more items than we have people to begin with.
Very true.
There's some leeway.
Do we armor? What kind of armor should we get? Should we get leather studded or studded leather?
There's no leather.
They're dwarves. They
metal.
won't deal in leather.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
I
we'll get
think-
one shield.
Brainstorming.
I believe I saw one using a halberd.
A halberd. Yes, yep. I have that already.
It's already +1.
I don't know that. Plus,
Yep.
this is a dwarven
That's
halberd.
It is adamantine +1 halberd, so
Oh, so it's adamantine as well.
Yep.
So there's also that.
Yeah, we'll take a chainmail, plate mail? What do you think would be better? Should we do both?
What?
See.
I don't. Can I remember what people were wearing?
Short sword, plate mail.
So longsword, plate mail.
Plate mail, shields.
Oh.
You remember Chew used shields. Let's see what else. There was one
Alright.
using bows. There's that on
So that would be
consider as
arrows,
well.
though.
Yep. You can always ask for 20 pieces of ammunition instead of a gear.
That counts as one thing.
Yep.
So that's 6. We've got 4 more. What do you use? Just the staff?
Yep, I just used the staff and I got my magic.
Ah, you're more
Flames erupt
closer
between
to
his
me, I
hands.
suppose.
Yes.
Sort of little fey sparkles of crystal white ice and blue wind.
All right. Short sword, long sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get 2 daggers just in case, because people always have daggers. That's what was that? 4.
Well, you guys know the little maniac in there uses heavy crossbow, so
Yeah.
They also saw my scissors, which is about the size of a greatsword, by the way, y'all.
yep.
We'll get a 2-handed sword because you never know.
You're speaking about that thing.
Yes.
How do we
Newly
get that one something? It's most likely going to just attack us again.
Yeah, we found it in
It's
the
lucky I
the
didn't light it on
Draugr
fire.
Yeah, we found it in the Draugr stronghold. We don't know how long it's been there. She didn't really say. She lost her memories.
It.
Whole bunch of
It's a
stuff.
thing.
Oh, 1,
Ooh.
2. So you said a bow and arrows. Is it? Should we do
Not a
that?
bow, but
No,
arrows.
just ammunition. Okay, nope, got that.
But I suppose if it doesn't get charmed again,
Yo,
we could get it
greatsword,
some
ammo,
bolts.
plate. Okay, yeah.
So that would be
So we got bolts,
2
the
shields,
greatsword.
halberd, longsword, plate armor, arrows, bolts, greatsword, short sword, and 2 daggers.
Yeah, is that 10?
All right.
No, that's actually 11. We need to take one away.
Let's
All
take
right,
one dagger.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go slowly in here. So, ammunitions, boats.
So we're bringing 2 shields,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
a halberd, a longsword,
Long sword, short sword.
short sword, plate armor,
Yep.
great sword, dagger.
Short sword. You're getting arrows and boats.
Yes, 20
Yep.
arrows, 20 bolts.
Yep.
Okay. Boats, arrows.
Does anyone in our party use arrows?
Would that plate armor just be dwarven plate?
You
Because
don't
I believe
know that.
dwarven plate.
You don't know that. You
See?
can ask the forger. So
No, I'm asking on a statistical level because plate armor that is dwarven, made out of adamantine, I believe,
yep.
is just dwarven plate.
Again, you can go and ask the blacksmith if you desire.
Let's go
Yes.
to the smithy.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Um.
On the way walking, I want to ask the druid something.
Okay.
I had not a vision. It was more of I heard something
Mhm.
from the one who has taught me how to use magic.
Okay.
The sound of the swamps boiling and the sound of metal hitting against a ladle of wood. Does that make any sense to you?
One
I
more
asked
time.
for assistance.
I have to think about this.
One more time.
One more time, please.
I heard the sound of the swamps bubbling up around my old home. The acid swamps bubbling around my old home. And the sound of metal hitting against a ladle of wood. I had asked for aid, guidance to fight this dragon. And that is all I received in response.
Nope, I can't. Cannot help you. I have no idea.
Dang. She's never one for straight answers.
I asked this dwarf right here. Well, where the forge is at.
Yep. And you see he directs you on to the other side on the south and saying, you find our craftsmen up in the south of the King's House.
Okay, thank you. We will make our way to the forge. Yeah, Maros, I have no idea what you're talking about. Or can I like roll insight or like history check for like a dwarven thing to see if I know
It's
what he's
not
talking
a
about?
dwarven related thing. It is
No.
part of fey culture.
Okay.
All right.
They use wooden.
Let me give you a hand in there. Acid bits, metal.
Well, I figured that much, but I don't, as far as I knew, crystals didn't really seem like they would be especially affected by it, but I can try. I don't have any
Oh,
acid damage, I don't think.
Maybe we can request for a cauldron of acid.
You arrive on towards the forge, and you see that the blacksmith seems to be smiting down in conjunction, same as you guys seen the movie of the Lord of the Rings. They seem to be hitting it out. The second one put up something on from the forge. They hit on the anvil, pass to the other. It's very organized. Boo, 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 boo. And
I've
as
always
soon as one of you come
admired
in, you see
dwarven
all of them
crafts.
stops their work. Oi, you're holding out our work.
I have this list that I have been told by the king to give to you. And I
We
handed
were
a written
granted
list.
10 weapons and armor.
Very well. You see that he picks up the list and give it a look. Well, is the one that will use down the plate. Is he a dwarf?
No, I was about to say that. He is a human.
That will take half of whatever you're seeking down this list. We don't have enough adamantium for all the ammunition that will be provided, plus the weapons. So pick your choice, and he gives you the list back. So yeah, dwarven plates can be made for a human, but it will take half of your slots. It's up to you guys.
Just get rid of the dagger then?
Dagger's gone. One of the shields. I don't think we need two.
Yep. Probably get rid of the short sword. Just keep the long sword. So the long sword, great sword, shield,
Whoa.
and then
You're getting rid of
yeah.
everything.
Chris.
Why are you getting rid of the short sword?
Yeah, Chris is the one that uses the short sword.
I
I don't
mean,
think we have used
I
for the
don't-
long sword.
no.
And I don't think anyone uses arrows.
Oh, Chris uses
Like-
arrows, or can use in case.
No, I think we get rid of the arrows.
The crossbow bolts make sense.
Shield, arrows, dagger. I think the bolts. Those things are all used up when you use them, so they're not really worth the same. How proficient was that thing with the great sword?
We don't know. It was it got charmed, and it was flying, so I
Strike
couldn't
the
really
great
see
sword.
it. Oh, but we could use it though. I think it would come in handy. But decisions. What do we got? 'Cause, I mean, if we are facing a dragon, so I think we should have the ammo, even though it is expendable. We do need to have some sort of ranged damage dealers to these things because it's going to be flying.
We do. Us.
Fair enough. Okay.
Magic at range will do much more against this thing.
And okay, yeah. All right. That sound logic there.
And I do believe one of my sister's spells would be brilliant here.
Sounds good. So removing the bolts and the arrows, it is.
So that leaves us with the short sword, the plate, long sword, halberd, and shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need measurements for that armor?
Ammunition, shield, long sword, short sword, great sword, and the dwarven plate. Is that it?
Yes.
Yep.
No ammunition. Ammunition's been crossed. Here, I can just send you.
Dagger 10 instead of ammunition. Instead.
Yes.
See if that's right.
No, it's 1 shield, 1 halberd,
Halberd. Okay. Yeah, type
long
it down for me.
sword. Yeah, I'm sending it to you. Dwarven plate and short sword.
Okay.
And we're giving the plate to who?
I don't
I
know.
think one of
but
the
you worded
human
it.
warriors. One of the human warriors.
Which one, in my observation, used the armor better? Like, would take the damage? A thinking paladin?
Xenis.
Fuck.
Just saying, Xenis could use dwarven armor, just don't let her know it was crafted by dwarves.
We won't let her know.
Hmm.
So that is our list.
That's heavy armor, though. I don't think clerics are proficient with that. Ugh. Are they?
They're war, yeah. Only if they're war domain, I think, and something else.
Right. Thinking that on
War,
through, you
Twilight,
see
Tempest.
that they say, the weapons we can deliver by tomorrow in the morning. The plate will take a while. Especially since sword crafts you a human.
So we're giving it to. This is a group decision at this point. Who's getting the dwarven plate?
Salamander can
Can
make
always
use of
figure
it
that
as
out after the combat. You're not getting the plate before the
Yeah.
combat. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And
I don't want to have plate. Mithril.
for me,
I'd rather
it'd be
have my
nice,
mithril
but
plate.
then- like I'm fine with 19 AC. It'll become 20 with the plate.
Nope.
And you'll be immune to
I
crits.
would like a
21.
shield. Would like a shield.
21.
Yep. Plus two.
Okay,
Dwarven
then
plate
I'm
is plus
going
two.
to. I'm going to offer to the dwarves to allow them to take measurements of the individual who needs it, if that'll help them.
It will. It will accelerate the process a day or two.
Now, don't be alarmed, and then I will shift into Salamander.
Oh.
You see that they get a little startled in there. They look at you like, ah, thing of
It's
hell.
okay. It's okay. He's
Apologies, it's
He's a good guy.
what I was born with.
one of his
Quite
abilities.
useful for you in this case, though.
You see that they look over there and they say, ah, can you copy everything?
Not really. Not really.
Very well. You see they
For
take
example,
down.
I don't know any. I have no idea what he looks like, but in certain places, so I can't copy that. I also can't change my height drastically.
You see that
I might be able to be your height,
Would you
but-
like to know what they have down there?
If he feels like it.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, you see that they look over to you, they begin taking up the measurements and organize themselves on. And they say, now, don't ever come into the dwarven fort invited again. Next time we can throw you a hammer. Be on your way.
Okay.
Sure.
Shift back and let's go.
Yep. Said it was
Are
gonna
any
take
of
a-
those weapons or anything going to be things that they already made, or do they have to make all of them?
They have to
Like
make
right now.
off 10 and they will deliver to you in the morning.
This is the night of the second day or the third day morning?
The plate will take a week. They are
Okay,
dwarves,
so
but
everything
you
but
guys
the
have to
plate.
remember one thing. A plate is something
Oh, I
that
know.
is made normally in half a year. So consider
yeah.
that over.
I'm fully aware.
Yep.
All right. Well,
No,
then we go
Kyle,
back.
is the stuff that they requested, the other stuff, on the third day morning that they requested it?
They will deliver
Okay.
that on down tomorrow.
So the next
So
day
everything but
morning.
the plate we will have in the morning.
Yes. That is.
So you guys don't have to collect it personally, they'll deliver it. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So you can
I don't think
send-
we have anything else to do, like with the dwarves or anything.
Nope.
Just kind of go back
Not
to our
you,
room. Do they have a
but the
library?
rest of the group do. Actually, I
Oh.
do think you know of this, Mads. Do you know the information that Christopher have on where the mithril is? That could
mithril?
help then, yeah.
I don't think Maros knows.
Only Sonoran did, right?
Yeah.
Alright. And never mind.
Let's since we have a day, let's go to the hall and eat and drink.
Like
Our
dwarves do.
Yes.
Very well.
When in Rome, or whatever the Faerunian way of saying that is.
When you're with dwarves, you do what dwarves do.
When in Gauntlgrim.
Yes. And then I asked this dwarven female where the hall is, the meat hall and the food hall is.
And you see that they point you on towards the first room on, actually from you guys, second room on to the right. And you see that you find down people in there, already rhyming, drinking, raising cups, doing what dwarves do best, getting drunk, filling in their bellies with lots and lots of food.
Bit of a stereotype, but sure.
So yeah, we just
It could
hang
very
out.
well be our last night if we do this badly. So,
yes.
drinks.
Yep.
Alright. You guys take up on drinks, take up on things in the morning, take weapons. You will have 8 Battlehammer Dwarfs with you guys to lead on the ammunition and everything on as you travel. Now, getting back for a moment on Bring Shander, and you guys roll for me 3d8s, and let's see what you get on along your travels with the dwarfs. Alright, back on Bring Shander. What you guys are doing?
Nora is cold. She wants a warm blanket.
Do you want to roll 2 or do you want me to roll 2?
I'll just roll the 1.
Okay.
I want to go to the speaker's house, inform her of the extra food that could be made, and that we're going to be welcoming in refugees. And I would like to get her to send messages to the other towns to evacuate.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You might
join
as
them.
well need to try to persuade her. You know how she is. She won't go with easy on
I
that.
have no idea what I'm doing.
All right. Well, I mean, we could have a conversation about it if you want.
Yeah. Unless, because just like you can do it.
I mean, I can roll the persuasion.
You
I would
can-
rather conversation,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's fine. I'm proficient in persuasion. So.
And if you roll the die, you know how it goes. 14 won't do, brother. Very sorry for
Aw.
you.
Well,
Yes.
look, I know alone that Care Denival is coming with. Yes, they're coming with, around 200 people, which we have food for. They're also coming with 40 guards that will be able to also protect the city. So honestly, yes, it comes with a small population that needs to be protected, but the additional forces are more helpful. And that's just an example of one town. I would imagine that East Haven is probably coming with more, and a few of the other towns will probably come with,
East
more
Haven
protective.
was the first town to get destroyed.
Well, I saw survivors there. I
Yeah.
know that there were survivors. I would
Yeah.
imagine that a
There were
good portion.
very
I
little,
know that they're stout people.
very little.
Look, all right,
Less
well,
than 100 people, you can say.
she doesn't know that.
Yeah, she doesn't know. But yeah, since you guys are going on and we are having this argumentation because dice failed totally there, you guys move over to
Oh,
the
that's
speaker's
totally.
palace. I believe I told you it will need very hard than that, bro.
So she's
Do
not
you
going to let
want
refugees
water?
into the town?
No, refugee she is fully allowing. About sending messages to the town to evacuate, that's another thing entirely.
Okay. Do I know? All right.
As you
No,
guys
like,
arrive on to the speaker's palace, Wu is coming in. She will allow 2 people.
If you want somebody with high enough charisma, you could bring Noir with you, and she could try to talk it out.
Yes, bring the construct into the speaker's palace where they don't
I
like
look.
magic.
No. First of all, I look absolutely normal.
it's just when she turns into a doll where she looks like a doll.
Yeah,
Depends
that
what
hasn't
we
happened
consider
yet.
normal in here.
She looks like a
That's true.
child.
She looks like a witch, which is like.
Oh yeah,
suspicious.
she is wearing a witch hat.
You
I
guys
don't
have a
think they'll take
noble
kindly.
that
Look over at
Yeah, the new guy.
Xanis wanted to go.
Xanis are the new
You guys
one.
have 2 nobles. I'm very sorry for this. You guys have 2 nobles that most likely can do a talk. So, and
Yeah,
Noir as well. So,
Noir
can
is
not
gonna
not
go
even
find
doesn't
a
even
novel.
need to be Christopher Robin there. Just saying, he can like
Yeah.
he could have gone inside. Told the guys, hey, so she's not sending messages for traditionality. She is not swinging on by that because she knows the towns won't leave their settlements. Anyone else want to try
Oh,
hand?
wait.
That's her.
I also
duty.
wanted to talk to her about
Mhm.
getting some passes to get some stuff from the Emporium.
Okay. That's will require a lot of effort, but sure. Let me put up some song and you guys can choose what you're doing as a group and what you're asking.
Does she want
The
us
most
to die?
things you ask, things will get higher. And yes, she wants the towns to survive, but she won't forsake the way of the Northern to do so. She is. It's like she's told Christopher Robin. She's born Northern. She will follow the life of a Norseman, and will die Northman. So
Oh, that stubbornness is
survivability
gonna.
for her doesn't come out of cost of her tradition. It's the way it is.
I mean, I'll help about the magic items because Lord, she does look like a child, but she ain't completely dumb.
You negotiated down with the Vesta Shane quite a few times. You know what? You already have a notion what she does and doesn't allow. Where dice is possible and where it doesn't. So consider that before you ask things from her. All right, fear roleplay. You guys are up in the front of the speaker's palace. What do you intend to do?
Oh, guys, I was completely unsuccessful. So, not going to be able to send a message out to people. We could go find where the ravens are kept and send them out ourselves, anyways.
Were you
I don't know if
unsuccessful?
you guys have any suggestions.
Were you unsuccessful with the acquisition of? You said the Emporium, correct?
Yeah,
Permission
no.
to access that.
No on that one, too.
Interesting.
Here, I
What's
thought
an
I was
emporium?
captain
Is
of
it
the
where the
guard.
emperor lives?
By the way, she clears
Kinda,
it out if
yeah.
you ask. She says, no, I never
No, I
allowed
don't
you to
ask.
take. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Very well, then you don't ask.
Wait, what?
Never mind, just follow along. I assumed something that was not talked over.
Okay. I don't think an emperor lives there, but should we make one more appeal then? Like, does she respond to bravery? Does she respond? Like, what interests
Yeah,
her?
yeah. I mean, she's a reasonable person. She just, you know,
She responds to bravery. Is that what you agreed to?
I mean, maybe. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know how
I
literally
mean,
you're taking that.
if I'm going to go stand in front of a dragon, maybe she might give me a pass to be able to help just a little bit.
Maybe
Uh,
worth a try. I mean, you can ask.
and does she respect nobility from other nations, other towns, cities? Or is it just a matter of convenience?
That's something I believe
I
both
don't know.
Xenis and Sigmund can reply over. The Sigmund was treated quite well as her guest for the few minutes or hours that they were together. Xenis already know that she has her respect as a woman of knowledge and faith. So
In that case, would an ideal team be Sigmund? Why not you and Noir? Or maybe Xanis and Sigmund? Why don't you make a request? One more appeal.
what do you guys think? It's on the two of you.
I think the ASK or the mics don't work.
Are you
Uh,
there?
Checking in, Billy, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just listening.
Okay. Pete, you with us?
I've been here.
Okay.
So
It was suggested for the two of you to take on down the talk to the speaker. What do you think of it?
After my rest.
You want to
This
take
is the
another long rest?
I mean, isn't that what I was doing while they were doing all that?
Oh yeah.
I had level 3 exhaustion.
Oh, you already took 2 long rests, then you're not partaking on any scenes at all. I'm very sorry for this. If you take the first long rest over, when you're at the speaker, sure, you meet on the House of the Triad. If you're taking a second one, you're not even on the scene.
I am not on the scene then.
Very well.
So
We
it
could-
would
Don't
be
elves
me
only
and-
need 4 hours to gain a long
So-
rest?
They do. Even so,
We-
did not pass 8 hours until now. Just
No,
saying.
4 hours.
Yeah. It's like,
we are in-
it's on the maximum, like, you guys arrive on the evening. It's maximum downtime, like 2, maybe 3 in the morning. She will complete her long rest in maybe 2 hours. Something like that.
I-
She's on the
I
North.
I will
Okay.
remind, like, we can use that item again. Everyone takes a long rest. Everyone is well and prepared the next day, and we could all be there. Completely recovered.
Yes,
Can I
we
just
should
have
do
a
that.
warm blanket? It's really cold. Christopher Robin wasn't very warm. Personally, I would prefer his bear, but he doesn't have one.
His
Did you lose it?
bear? Oh, now I know what.
Did
she
you meet
means, bear.
Augustus?
Who?
Augustus. Back at the church? The bear that we talked to?
She's just gonna give you a blank stare and go, "What? He's a
Okay.
bear?
Yeah, a little bear.
Nobody told me this."
Yeah, he's about your height. He's a little bear.
Yeah, he
Augustus.
and Noir have around the same size. He has 4'1", I believe. He's like a stuffed-looking animal, or a
Well,
bear cub,
Mr.
you
Hatter.
can say.
Mr. Hatter, will you go in there and talk with the, I'm not quite sure what to call this speaker. Never spoke to one.
Well, certainly I need to find a new hatter's shop after all.
Oh, I can make you a new hat.
Oh, God.
Do tell.
Oh, yes, I'm actually very proficient at weaving. I fix my own clothes all the time.
What does her clothes look like?
If you look in the image references in the chat, that's what she looks like.
Yeah.
The patches on her hat do seem to be intentional.
Yes, well, it will be considered. He thinks she's a child, so he doesn't want to like steal the hat because that's mean.
Right. All right. So the
It's like
two
he's
of
not
you.
going to be the one to make a young girl cry, you know.
So the two of you will go on.
A nice
inside
guy
and-
in this party?
I will tell you something. If he plays out what I read on backstory wise, he's gonna survive more than most in here. Oh god. Someone fell. Sahal
VPN
fell.
man.
VPN. Yep. VPN burned.
Okay, so you're wanting us to go talk to the speaker? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but is the speaker male, female? Like, what does she look like?
Female, tough-looking northern woman.
Is she? She'll
kinda
like kind of
cute.
get on her toes and like talk in a loud whisper up to Christopher Robin and go, "Is she like Zanny's?" Like big whisper.
Oh no.
She's scary.
She's scary in her own way, but not like Zombies.
You know, big head, had a heart in her castle.
No. Not gonna get that vibe. Whatever that is.
Yeah, okay. She'll just
Odd
go,
thing.
okay, and just start walking in, like, not really thinking twice about it now.
All right. Well, I guess we're off.
Very well. You guys go over on inside the speaker palace, and you see there seems to be just laying across in there, over the sofas and the chairs. You do find blankets, and you find among the sofas in there what seems to be those covers for the sofas and that sort of stuff. They do look very, very warm. So
Yeah, Noir, while walking by, will pick up one that matches her clothing and just carry it along with her. Like, this is mine now. Being a gremlin that she is.
very well. Yeah, I think somehow VPN is down. We might need to move on to Google Meets. All right. Let me wait for him to send a message. And
Oh? Is he back?
so how you with us?
I think so.
Don't try to
internet just
open
switched
your
off. I think
camera.
The cats ran over the modem, the router.
All right.
So-
Don't try to open your camera. I think that's what's glitching for you. Moving along. You guys get inside in there after requesting a talk with the speaker. You see that she seems to be troubled down on a few parchments of scrolls, while to authorize what supplies to deliver, that sort of thing. And as you enter down over to her, you see that she welcomes you down to her hallway and says, "Mr. Sigmund, and who is this little child that accompanies you? Your daughter, perhaps?"
No, I'm not
don't
quite
know.
sure her name, but she is an interesting young lady.
I'm adopted by Christopher Robin, to be specific.
Christopher Robin daughter, then.
Yeah, he carried me all the way here from a town that got blown up.
Quite an exquisite man to adopt such a young lady as yourself.
Oh, and then I'm gonna get thrown at the dragon when it shows up.
Beg your pardon? What exactly does that mean? What is the requirements of that?
Did I stutter?
What do you mean by you will be thrown at the dragon?
Since the dragon's going to attack, and I personally, you know, choose gonna sit there and just kind of think for a moment how to say this.
Mm-hmm.
How do I say this in a way that makes sense? Because anytime I speak, I get strange looks from people.
You wear very defiantly for, well, towns that normally neglect magic users.
Oh, I'm not a wizard. My maker gave me this hat.
You certainly look like one young lady.
Yeah, and she'll sit there and like look up at her hat and just kind of shrug, going, "Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to the dragon when it shows up." And the person, I don't have a way to get up there. It's that, and then the plan is I distract it, and then once it goes to go in, everyone will bombard it with weapons.
Um,
So, do you have a way for me to get like face to face with the creature? Because I can't fly, I don't have wings.
I don't believe we have that in our assets here that I can provide. And I would not allow a child to get close to that damn thing.
I'm not a child.
You certainly look like one.
Well, I'm not.
Mr. Sigmund, what is that you seek, since the child seems to be exaggeratedly animated here?
She's just gonna stare her down for a good moment, and then. First of all, I'm not a child. Second of all, I heard that you might have a way for me to do this, and I don't appreciate liars since I've never lied.
You see that she raises up along her shoulders, adjusts herself in the chair. Do you know who and I, little one, if you're not a child?
Do I know what?
Do you know who and I?
I'm not understanding you.
Do you know who I am, little one?
Not at all. I'm not from here.
I see.
I
My
just heard that I
name
needed your
is
permission to get the
Duvessa
flying thing.
Shane. I am the governor of this town.
Are you the White Queen to Zenny's Queen of Hearts?
I'm not sure I follow.
Anyway.
You see, she keeps this calm pace where she tries, to keep her patience over to the butter, but it's slowly going away. You can see over her fingers that she is getting stressed over this conversation.
But either way, I heard that you had a way to, magically go up. Or might know someone that could magically go up.
I will tell you something. We don't appreciate magic in here. Even...
Well, you're going to have to use it to kill a dragon that's made of magic, aren't you? Isn't it fight fire with fire?
You could say that, yes. But I don't have any means for you to fly, if that's what you seek.
But your friend does, and you have...
Which friend are you talking?
They said something about an emporium.
I'm not allowing items to be sold from that emporium.
Not sold, borrowed.
Not borrowed as well. He won't give you his items for free. I know the man in there. He has been on trade from our town for a long time
So
now.
you're... Hold on, pause. You're going to let a magical dragon destroy a creature in this entire town
We
while you
can
stockpile
cover
magical
for
items.
ourselves with what we have for resources.
But are you going to really risk the lives of everyone here just for some petty magical item? You're willing to risk hundreds of people, guards, militia, just because you don't want to let somebody get magical armor that could help them defend one person for many?
What you're asking of me is that I neglect what happened to our history over the past 200 years, and I won't do that.
And if history keeps going like this, it will repeat. Eventually, you're going to get magical users fed up with the laws, and they're going to do it again. That's how it is. Everything repeats.
That's how you believe it is.
And
It's
this is
your
how you
point of
believe
view.
it is. But you're going to risk hundreds of people
I
instead of
trust
letting
my
a handful.
kinsmen.
You're going to kill a bunch of children and you are worried about me. Isn't that hypocritical?
So,
You
this
see,
plan of
then,
yours, this
yeah.
flying up to this dragon, let us figure that out.
We already know how
Perhaps
it's going to
without the
work.
speaker. So, speaker, I believe what they wanted to speak about was the allowance of refugees from other cities into your fair township here.
Protection will be provided, food, shelter. This I read disclosure to Christopher Robin. I will protect my kinsmen.
Oh, and what were we getting sent in here for? I must have missed that.
They wanted you guys to negotiate the Emporium, which she already said again no to, and also to send out messages to the other settlements.
Okay, I'm sorry. Somehow I missed that. So the Emporium, okay.
Yes, the Emporium is where they're having the magical items, where they would refuse to give a few little magic items to a handful of people to defeat a dragon, but will throw out hundreds of lives in their way.
Don't we have enough gold to buy whatever we need at the Emporium?
Oh, you sure certainly do.
We do.
You guys
but
have
But
like
we don't have
8,000
gold.
gold.
Yeah, she doesn't want us to have access to it because she doesn't believe in the magic stuff. Is what I'm assuming.
You're willing to have
Yeah, it's
people
against the
with
culture
magic
of the
help
North.
kill a dragon, but you won't assist them in doing so.
Does that
You
mean
make no
we all
sense.
get 1,000 gold? Is that what this is?
Do I know where the Emporium is?
You do. It's up on the north of the Speaker's Palace. They would have disclosure that to you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna leave Nor to argue with the speaker, and I'm just gonna go take a look. I mean,
Sure.
I'm gonna use my stealthy stuff.
Sure. You can certainly try your hand at
Before
that.
you do that, Noir, I guess if you're gonna walk off, she go, "Oh, since you gave me your hat," and she'll actually hand you the cloak that she was wearing, which is, if you want to go ahead and put that on his thing for him, it's the cloak of elven kind.
Oh, for advantage.
Yeah.
Could I make a suggestion if you guys are going to leave, like just as a thought above table, is we are not exactly part of the people. So us getting the magic items to fight this dragon is not the same as her tribesmen, her kinsmen essentially getting it. There's a difference.
Very true.
That is one angle. Yeah, carry on.
Noir will look back at her and go, "I need you to repeat your policy to me very clearly when it comes to magic and magical items regarding the Emporium."
No items shall be provided to anyone that bear out sorcery, witchcraft, or anything that holds out magic that is not from fate, and Henderil doesn't deal in items from fate.
Okay, dumb it down a little bit. I'm not following along. Any person,
Any person.
We're spending a lot of time here.
Yeah.
live person,
Yes. Undead are
I'm
not
not a
welcome
person.
to my city.
I was welcome in your city and I'm not a person. I guess I have permission then. And she's gonna turn and walk off.
Very well. And as she walks off, we move on back to the Speaker's Palace, to the front side. And Sir Sigmund, do you disclosure to the guys, or are you doing your stealth at advantage and passing through the guys to the Hender's Emporium? What do you do?
Well, I just want to go look at it. That's all.
Okay.
And I want to look at it without being seen.
Very well. Okay. Do you disclose your plan to the guys, or you just go your way as you get out of the Speaker's Palace?
I will. I guess I'll just say that I'm gonna go take a quick gander at the Emporium,
Very well.
and then that's it.
Well, hey, did she say if she was going to send letters to the other towns?
No one inquired on that again.
Yeah, I let Nor handle all the talking. She seemed to have it well in hand.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Nora, when she comes out, is gonna sit there and go, well, I got the clarification on her rules. There has to be a living person, and I am neither, so therefore I win. And she said it herself.
The people are doomed.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna go try to find where those ravens are.
Very well.
They say never more.
Do for me a perception roll, and
But I have advantage because we've sent so
you
many.
guys been here quite a few times, so sure, you can walk around the towns and look around. All right, Mr. Sigmund, you arrive on to Mr. Renderer's Emporium.
Would you like me to roll a stealth check?
Please do. Target number is 19.
And you have advantage.
You do.
Oof.
Nice one. Yeah, as you enter down Hender's Emporium, you see a young-looking elven male that seems to be there. Short sea, brown hair, pale white skin, wearing out a green shirt with a fine long cloak along to his shoulders, brown pants, and he seems to be making out an assortment of potions over to his counter. As you look onto the place and you see it seems to hold all sorts of things. Quick tinkering tools, you notice pairs of gloves, bracelets, rings, all over onto the place. There seems to be a magic shop, as per it is described.
Yes, and so it's just one person working inside the magic shop, or
Apparently, yes, only
or
a
guarding the
single
door.
employee. No one is guarding the door. The place is 100% unprotected. And you see there's no movement passing over this place. Apparently, Henderu is not necessarily everyone's favorite because of the kind of deals that he does. He does trade on with a few people in the town that makes it worth his while, apparently, to stay around.
So then he will sell the magic items.
That's up to you to discover.
Okay, so then I'll just walk in.
All right.
I'm not gonna try to sneak in. I'm just gonna walk in.
Very well. You welcome on aboard, and you see that Henderil seems to look at you. Oh, a customer. Welcome to Henderil's Emporium. How can I help you with, good sir? What is your name, if I may have it?
My name is Sir Sigmund Duluth, out of Luskin.
Oh, the great city of sails. You're very far from home. What brings you down to the Raged Glacier?
Mostly business, and I'm hoping that perhaps you'd be interested in some of that.
Certainly, what I can help you with.
These items you have here, they're for sale?
That depends. Do you have permission to buy them?
Well, I mean, permission is, subjective, isn't it? And he chuckles.
You see he smiles and says, not on this town. Not under the rules I ain't allowed to buy and sell things here. I can buy anything you may offer, but I can sell them to you. I can still give you a few components that I may have on, as long as they are not for spells, or I can provide you potions. That is what I can trade.
And he has rings and all that stuff there, right?
He does. It is on display fully for everyone that has interest on the item per se.
And perhaps though this permission, perhaps
Yes?
it could be more in trade, exporting and importing, and get you some new sources of items.
That would be quite interesting. I believe if you throw that into the vast chain, that would make my marketing far better here on the towns.
Yes, well, maybe it's just as a deal between us, huh?
Oh, my friends, you don't know how many times I was requested that along in the way. You see, I respect the Kingsman rules in here. That's why they allow me to make my trade. And I only allow to make such trade with people that Vesashane appoints herself. The last time I sold a blade from there specifically, and he throws you a look on the display, and you see there seems to be fine crafted mithril blades crafted out of fine craftsmen from Elvens, most likely from the Souter. Was for adventure up in the Souter. He looked like a pale wooden elven ranger of some sorts, but far more tarnished in the color of his skin. He's describing the Ritzter Warden, basically.
No, I got that, but I'm not sure if he would know who that is.
No, for certainly not. So it was a long time ago. There was exceptions until then, but a fine trade just on 10. You know one thing that I missed, though? Dealing with the dwarves from the Dwarven Valley. They were ones that she always allowed to make trade of because they're not from the towns. And they never bring magical gear into the towns.
I see. So perhaps if I know one of these dwarfs, they could come and purchase on my behalf?
I believe so. If they bring out a sigil of interest from the Battlehammer clan, I am allowed to sell to any folks from the Battlehammer clan.
Okay, well, good to know. Thank you. I will
You
not
have
try
a
to
great
steal
day,
anything.
you say.
Yeah, I will not try to steal anything. I'll just leave.
Very well. Okay. Zenis, your rest finishes. Are you taking
Okay.
on the third long rest?
I need to get myself to 0.
You get your first and second, and if you do a third, you're getting your 0. It's on you.
Then I guess, yeah, I guess so.
Very well.
Could Salamander as well go for a long rest to
Sure,
make
go to
his-
the north look. Might as well check on how Zenis is doing.
So I kind of head back like after the horrible negotiations is what I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Head back and I see Xana's panting probably and just coming out of it. And I kind of ask Xana's, hey, Xana's, are you feeling better now?
I'm getting there. How do the preparations go?
Horribly. I don't think they agreed to let us buy any magic items per se.
He's got command of the guard. Just go in there and say that he's got command of the guard and buy them.
I mean, from what I understand, you're command of the guard, so go ahead and pick up a stick and fight a dragon. You know, it's like fuck magic, I guess is what. And I don't understand magic per se, but this town hates it. Though, Xanis, I do have something I want to ask you. Like, the golem is outside. I don't want to give you the amulet, and I do not know why. Do you think I'm cursed? Like, I'm not obsessive about things. I feel very obsessive about this thing. Like, I feel like I might stab you if you try to take it back.
Goodness.
Like, that's not me. I think.
Would you want me to try and remove a curse from you?
Could you try that?
I can.
I don't know if I'm cursed, to be honest. It could just be me, but I don't feel like that's me.
So she makes a chant to her gods and holds her holy symbol, and it lights up. And then she casts remove curse.
All right.
She touches him on the shoulder.
And as that is done true, you see that the motivation to keep the greed over to the shield guardian amulets shies away, and you don't want it anymore.
I throw it from my knife, like, like as if it's poison. Like, go away.
Okay.
Like, I don't believe in things being permanent, and that is just wrong in all levels. I don't know if you still want that.
I'll take it. It keeps me safe.
It should, but you sure like things affecting your mind is okay?
That was a momentary weakness. I have prayed to the Seldarine, and I will not be overcome by Asmodeus and his foulness.
I place a hand on your shoulder. I'm like, well, you're brave. Take care of yourself. I need to rest. I feel like I'm about to pass out, honestly. So good luck with that, and hopefully we'll be safe out there. I don't know where to go sleep, I guess.
Well, I'm at the end, right?
Mm-hmm. We're at the end, I think.
Yeah, I rented out the floor, so help yourself to a room.
Holy shit, what?
Xannies doesn't suffer for money.
Nope. Nobility, yes. Yes, I have to keep that in mind. And pick one of the rooms and just sleep. Perfect.
And I am going to set back down on the middle of the floor and go back into a trance for another long rest.
All right. Very well. And now, yeah, you can fully remove, because only on the new day you will come back onto scene. All right. You guys have 4 more hours on moving, and let me get back on to the Dwarven Valley for now. We move up to the Dwarven Valley.
Do the dwarves give me any indication that the people here don't like magic? Because I don't think Meros has experienced that yet.
No, apparently they are very cool with it. They don't bother over
No, I
the
mean,
topic.
Do they at any point indicate that the humans don't like magic?
Oh, if you ask around, they would. They would say clearly that the people from Icewind Dale don't enjoy magic users at all.
If asked, would they tell me why?
They would.
I know why personally, so you
Superstition.
wouldn't have to go through it. But yeah,
They would. Nope, wrong person. Senori.
Huh.
Pulled the wrong person.
never met a human with long memories.
Bring Shander. Pull Zenny's back to bring Shander. Alright, so you see that as you drive yourself on, among the food, among the time to pass on over there, you guys eat, you guys rest over on through the night. The weapons are delivered on in the dawn of the new day. As promised, the Dwarven Plate will take some more. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to try
breakfast?
to bargain? Sorry, say again?
Have breakfast?
Sure. Having breakfast is a good thing you could do.
Yes,
Prayer
more
to my God,
potatoes.
because today's the last day of our lives, so I'm gonna make prayers to my gods.
It is
Potatoes.
You can do potatoes. All right.
Yeah, we
They're
we
dwarves.
should move on to Prince Shander, because I'm pretty sure the dragon has made its way and is heading towards.
Yes, we
Prince
shall.
Shander,
We should
so,
continue with haste.
I don't
Good
think,
job,
I
Cat.
think we have everything we need from here. Was there a meeting place where we're going to meet up with the 8 warriors and go off into Bryn Shander, or are we just gonna meet him at the exit and be like, boom, gone?
I
Okay.
don't know. Um,
What do you guys want to
I
know?
think
Sorry.
the only thing that I was doing in the morning was the stuff that I was already typing about,
Yep.
checking with the counselor, saying if they had any equipment, checking if they knew any strategies that would be most effective against this creature that they apparently helped design. Other than the core is apparently weak.
Good to know if there's any more weaknesses. So I guess we find this. What would you say it was the cleric? No,
Counselor.
counselor. Yeah.
Okay. And who would be the king counselor on this time? Let's see. Oh, Chago Aaron. Right, I forgot about that. All right. Very well. You guys see that you go over on again to the King's Hall and all that, and when you arrive over to the area, you notice this young, bold-looking, small-stature dwarf. You see the guy is quite short for a dwarf, really. He is around, he's 3'9", 3'8". He looks young, and you see that he seems to hold out a very beautiful red-handed cape over to his shoulder. Let me get up a mage in here. I think I do have there we go. I do have the token. Okay, there you go. And it's the dwarven one. All right. You see that he looks onto you fellows and say, "The king's guests. I am Tygo Baron from House Short Hall. How can I help?"
I am Meros of the Winter Court of the Feywild, and this is Flint. What's your character's last name?
Fireforge.
Flint Fireforge. We are hoping that you might have some information for us about this. What's this mineral called? It's a dragon that was created by the Durgar.
I certainly can try to help you on any inquiries you may have, but if I may ask, what is exactly you seek to know?
We need to know if there's any way to stop it, slow it down, cause it to land.
Yeah. Take its flight away.
Quite a few manners, really, but if you're seeking to fully destroy it, it will take more of aggressive touch to reach its core. I
Something
believe,
caustic, I assume.
yes. Per my memory, you would have to find a way into its heart, and the heart itself is vulnerable to acid.
So we need to get to the heart before we can use the acid.
That is correct.
Do you perchance have any spells that you might know that can do this?
Particularly without proper use of magic, no. That's the issue there. If you use magic in front of the Norsemen, they don't
They
trust
can
you
condemn me
anymore.
all they want. They're never going to trust me.
Well, if you're willing to give it a shot, I believe I can make out some powerful assets from the reserves I have. But
I
it
have
won't
a way
go
of
through the
using
armor.
acid. I need a way through the armor.
DM, just
I
are
already
there
have the
like
acid.
when Salamander was fighting the thing and he stabbed with the halberd, did it pierce through
No,
the outer shell?
it's
The fist?
it cleaved on to the armor, like it battered to the inside a bit, but never pierced through it.
But would adamantine be able to do that?
Most likely.
Okay.
That's what they told you, at least.
So it's a two-step process then.
Yeah. Well, if you have the
Perhaps you have
acid-
some sort of transmutation that could weaken the armor.
Well, if you can find a spell to do such, it would be good. I know none.
Do you have a shatter spell?
I do.
If I could get a scroll of shatter from you, I could come back and pay you.
I require no payments. You could have the scroll. It's not something that I would request payment of. You're helping the towns. We owe the towns.
Then that would be amazing.
You see he smiles and saying, I will provide you with that. I will just need 8 hours to pass on the scroll.
Ooh, I don't know if we have. So it took 2 days for the other group to get to
Actually,
Bryn
4.
Shander.
Sorry, it's
Or-
2 hours per spell level. 4
4
hours. Yeah.
So we would leave here halfway through the day.
Yeah.
So the D8s were.
I
4,
think
8,
that might be
1.
doable.
All right.
Because we're still like technically like what
First
a
thing in the
day
morning.
and a
This is like
half behind the other group. Because it took them 2 more days,
Yeah.
or 2 days to travel,
Mm-hmm.
and it only took us the 1. So we're like a day behind.
Oh, so we do have that 8 hours.
Yep. You guys do.
So
in
could
theory.
he do it at a higher level for that?
I could.
Okay, so we request that he use that day for that, and then we have that day to go around the Dwarven Keep, do what we need to do, and then leave in the morning.
Do you want to inquire about buying things from the forge? Since you guys were talking about over it on the chat.
I think that would be something that we would do after this, but we've already clarified how that would go,
Mm-hmm.
unless
Yeah.
there's ways that we can alter their minds,
Nope.
which I don't think there's going to be.
Yeah. No, I think we're good now. Once we get the spell, we'll meet up with the 8 dwarven warriors, and then we'll head off to Bryn Shander, because it is a long trek over the Bryn Shander town.
All right. You guys get yourselves over in there with this, and 8 hours passes, and I believe the 2 of you most likely are going on towards the towns, unless you have something else to do.
No, that's it.
Nope. No. We
Alright.
are leaving for Bryn Shander.
So I have a second level shatter, or is
If you ask him to cast that as higher level, his highest level spell scroll is 50, so.
God damn.
Very nice.
Let me get you guys in here. All right. And you guys arrived on. It will be the afternoon. Yeah, they will arrive basically when Zenith finished the third long rest, and you guys being around onto the towns for a while. So that will be perfect.
It would have been like a day or two. Can the rest of us take rests by the time they get there?
Yes. Everyone, I believe, can take one long rest by the end of all this conversation, going over it over, because it will be like afternoon by 10. It will be like almost
TM
noon.
question.
Yeah.
Yep.
My mage armor that I get from one of my invocations, since I leveled up, can I swap that out, or do I have to level
You
up in
can.
Warlock to swap it?
Oh no, you have to.
I thought it
make a
only
warlock.
goes on ability increases.
At level 4, you can change your
I
eldritch.
Yeah.
believe it's.
It should be only ability increase.
I thought it said when you leveled up.
I believe it with Dash optionals now.
With Tasha options is where the Eldritch invocations can be swapped at certain levels.
Hmm.
Yeah, which is ability increase.
So 4, 8, 12.
Okay. Damn. Mage armor is really useless because I'm wearing armor already. 1 AC is not going to help.
Hey, you
You
never
never
know.
know.
Hey, man, 1 AC is 1 AC.
Yeah,
Okay.
that could
Yes,
be the
Cat?
life
Fair
and death
point.
difference.
True.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone that needs a rest should take down exhaustion. Okay, take that long rest now. Let's see. All right. You guys have yourself sorted on, I believe, for the most part, on in relation to the Speaker's Palace. You do find the ravens over to the southern area of the wall on the southwest gate, where Mark Saltwell seems to be preparing up most of the stuff. His office is down there on the main gate. You also find ravens over to the council hall. That's another place you find ravens on. So they are on the walls in the council hall. What do you want to do?
Which one has more ravens?
Council hall, for sure.
Seem like there's enough ravens that if like
They
a few of
have,
them
bear
went
my
missing.
memory, 2 ravens per town, so that's 20 ravens.
Hmm. Oh no, because I don't want to get in trouble, and I feel like it'd be super obvious.
You can always ask the noble to do his things. He is quite sneaky for sure.
Oh yeah,
There's always that chance.
there
Always
is.
the chance for sure.
Oh, during the long rest, since I have that blanket, I don't have Weaver's tools, never mind. Well, I was gonna be like, yeah, we'll turn that into a new cloak for her. But you know,
Okay.
I don't have Weaver's tools. I'm proficient, I just don't have them.
Okay.
You go buy one if you want.
Yeah, we're in town. Or you're in town.
I don't think Nor understands the concept of money.
Perhaps.
Would the people at the inn have Weaver's tools to repair their shit?
I mean, you are in a large town. You can find every set of tools along in the market square for sure.
Yeah, but she has no concept of money, is what I'm saying. She's never dealt
Oh.
with it before.
Okay.
You could
Would
roam around
would
like
the
you want.
people at the Northlook have Weaver's tools to repair their shit?
I believe not.
They wouldn't.
Most likely not.
So no innkeeper would like repair their own like blankets or anything.
I mean, they can have, but why would they lend to you?
She looks like a little kid. Let's be honest. I'll roll persuasion.
Sure, you can have the weaver's tools. I won't recommend on that.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Sigmund. Hey, you want to do me a favor?
That depends. What are we speaking of?
We need to get messages out to the other towns. The speaker doesn't want us to. I know where the ravens are kept. I'm thinking we just send the messages anyways.
So you don't
But
think by now the other towns have all been attacked?
perhaps,
I'm not there.
maybe some of them haven't. It's worth a try.
Sort of an obstinate town leader, wouldn't you say?
I would say that doesn't seem quite fair, right?
Well, capturing birds and keeping them in a cage. I say we set them free. Let's do it.
Yeah, some of them messages. Let's set them all free. It's a great idea.
We can set them all free, or we can send them with messages. Either way, point the direction.
Oh boy.
I love your enthusiasm. All right, so I
So
lead
you
them.
need
I
me to
lead them
sneak
down to
over
the
to this
council
place?
hall. Yeah.
Yeah, the council hall. Well, they do have some guards, but you know, what is your pace of stealth? It's like 17 or so, 19. I'm not gonna bother
Yeah,
asking
passive.
for a
It's
roll.
19.
I'm not gonna ask him bother for a roll. You see like some 12 guards around the area. None of them seems to be very, you know, skilled up on their duty. You can just walk on past by the area with that
All
amount
right,
of stealth.
I will do so.
You take your time on around, analyzing their routine, the way they watch, etc. You pass on through until you arrive on the
Well,
yeah.
1 second. Can I help our compadre here get through as well? Because I don't know what messages he wants. If Sigmund goes, he's just letting them all go.
No, that's fine. I write it on sheets of paper and I give it to you. Like, all right,
Okay.
send them to the towns.
All right.
Hope
Okay.
you know how to send animals. Hope this is something you
And
can do.
that's the next thing
Well,
I was
of
gonna ask
course
for
I
a
do.
roll.
Of course.
Of course.
That's the
Of
thing I was
course.
gonna ask for a roll for. Animal handling for you're sending
I'll be right back.
to all the towns that supposedly are still there, right? So 7. So I will
Okay.
need 7 animal handling rolls.
Set them all free.
All right. Well, I will do this. I will kind of think back on some times that I had to. Never mind. I'll just do it.
No role play.
And that was the role play. He was like, "Oh wait, I can't think of when I've done this."
All right.
So just normal, I
Hey, first
assume.
time for everything.
Yeah, normal. This time normal. Holy shit.
Well, that didn't seem so hard.
The heck?
I mean, it's still not bad.
110.
Still pretty good.
Oh,
Awesome.
he sent me that at 1.9. Holy cow, that was a long time ago.
Oof, there's
Well,
one.
that one may have gone in the wrong direction, but
All right. Moving along. Let's see. Okay. One is off
One
the
more.
grid there. Let's see. Where is this one going? Oh, fucking hell. All right.
okay, I've rolled them all.
Mm-hmm. Very well. And yeah, you see that the birds fly up on properly to what seems to be the direction of each of the towns, per what you can see in the map in there. They follow up their trails properly, so most likely they will drive on the messages correctly. That's what you believe, at least.
Yep. So are there still any birds left in there?
No, you just open out and they fly out.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will leave with no trace. I'll close back up the pin. If it's locked, I'll make sure to relock it with my thieves' tools, and then I
Mhm.
will head back.
Very well. You guys meet on back on the North Look, and you guys see that our countrymen arrive. Same stuff, fellas. Yeah, the two of you are stopped on the gate. Eventually, they lead you guys on to the North Look, to where the rest of your compadres are. You guys arrive on the morning. Feel free to have breakfast on the tavern together and disclosure information. The dwarves lead the resources down on towards the town hall to the speaker, where she will be for the rest of the afternoon. Feel free to roleplay, all of you.
Well, we made it back. We come bearing gifts.
I'm back.
And I have a short sword, Well, these are all adamantium weapons, right? Is that
Yeah,
is
they
that what I
are
got?
all adamantium weapons. That is
So I take out all the weapons and I lay them out on the table. Be like, we come bearing gifts. All adamantium weapons. Take your pick. The choice is yours.
Might cost a fortune. The dwarves just gave for free?
This
Um,
was something that they had owed the town.
It was a debt has been paid, and this was the debt paid.
As well as the 8 soldiers.
Yes.
Much more amiable than the townsfolk themselves in keeping them safe.
Well, of
Yeah.
course.
No,
And I will
they
take
are
out of
not willing to help.
a wooden scroll case a scroll and say, "This, I believe, will help us against the dragon."
What is it?
Honestly, at this point, the dragon should just go blow up the speaker's house. Maybe then people will allow less to die.
Right?
People might be more stubborn than the speaker.
Anyway,
guys,
we
murder
should
doll
Probably
aside.
not talk that bad about the speaker here. Like, you know, just
She'd
Throwing
prefer
that
to
out
have
there.
hundreds of people die
Hey.
and burn than
Murder
learn a
doll
couple of
aside.
them.
I don't
Does
I
this
don't
thing have a
disagree with you, but
silence
time and
command?
a place. Time and a place.
So we also
Just-
come
just-
with information. Maros, what do you want to share? What you found?
The creature has a core, and the core is susceptible to acid damage. That is one of the reasons I procured this scroll. The scroll is a shatter spell.
Zeddies can spit on it.
Completely
she has a
dismissing
mouth.
what the doll said.
Oh,
So hopefully this will weaken the armor enough that we can get the acid into the core.
Oh, we are going to talk to it first.
Yes,
we're,
that is a
we're going
plan.
to talk to it first.
Yeah, she's gonna try to talk to it, but otherwise we
If things
should.
fail, we have backup, I guess now.
Oh,
That is the first good idea I think I've heard from that thing.
yeah.
What? To talk to it? It's sentient.
No, to be a distraction.
Wait, what do you mean thing?
You are an accursed object.
A bit hard.
So
did
is
you
Danny.
make-
Oh,
what were your
God.
preparations here in this town? Did they all go good, or what's the situation here?
Are they sending?
Oh no, things went
Right.
terribly. Basically, they
Yeah.
didn't want to send out messages to the rest of the town.
Oh, that's not
They wouldn't let us buy anything from the Emporium to help us fight the dragon, but we can help take part in the defense. There are mithril shots here, I believe, for the ballistas, so that would
we
help.
brought some extras too. We got some more ammunition for the ballistas from the dwarves.
Some adamantine.
Oh, that's great.
Both?
That's
Yeah.
great. So what we need to do is find out a way to cover those shots in acid. Feel like that's what I'm hearing.
Again, tell Zennies to spit on it.
Yes,
If you
acid.
do that,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things will then dissolve.
I feel like
It's adamantine. I think it could hold up to some acid, to some pretty
Oh,
strong
I thought you were
acid.
talking about the ballistas.
So
No,
I,
yeah, why would we cover the actual ballista? That would be silly.
one of the newcomers is a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
If you'll allow me to introduce myself, Sir Sigmund Duluth, good dwarf. May I borrow you for a minute?
Sure. And I introduced myself as I'm Flint Fireforge. What do you do?
Long way from home, huh? Sorry.
Yes.
Anyway, come with me, and then
Sure.
I'm gonna
just
pull out
following my
a
friend dwarf.
I'm gonna pull out a disguise kit,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to disguise him as a member of the clan Battlehammer.
Okay. It is a pretty famous clan, and if you ever been to Mithril Hall, you certainly look how a Battlehammer dwarven looks. You can.
You have one of
roll.
those, or another one of those.
You can roll.
He's from Luskin. What do you expect?
We have a
You can
bunch of
roll your
dwarves
deception there.
from the Dwarven Valley with us. Like, we could just try to send them.
Yeah, I would say that, but let him do his piece. Roll your
Oh,
deception.
I didn't realize that. So that's right. You guys did say that.
There are 8
That's
more.
probably a better way to do it. Is to actually get one of the dwarves to buy the stuff from
Nah,
the.
man, do your thing. Disguise him.
Yeah, it's up to you, bro. Yeah, you can.
So
you
what
can
is it
try
that you
if
actually
desire.
want me to do?
Well, they said they'll allow someone from the clan Battlehammer to go buy whatever we need from that Imperium. You guys are like pre-approved if you're Battlehammer dwarves.
Oh, well, we brought some doors with us, but I'm not sure if they're Battlehammer because there was 2 clans in the Dwarven Hall, and I wasn't sure on which clan they came from. But I can ask them and see if they could buy stuff on our behalf.
Well, that might be the better opportunity because if they see through your disguise, well, that does us neither any good, does it?
No.
Let's use the disguise as Plan B.
Who is
Sounds
this
good.
man?
Yeah.
Oh, at your
Oh,
service, Sir Sigmund Duluth, out of Luskin. A simple businessman. They got caught up in all this dragon business.
He's the Mad Hatter, and he's gonna
Neros.
show you guys his really
Speaker
fancy
said
hat.
that he could be helpful, so and he's the Mad Hatter, and he's
You look like you can hold yourself in battle. Is that true?
Well, I've swung my blades a few times.
Would you stand at the front?
I'd not like to brag or anything. I'm sure there's others that are quite more adept at battle than I, but I will be of use.
See,
Good enough for me.
because I will be honest, it's
Interesting.
quite scary to stand in front of that thing.
The
Let
key is
me-
to not be there.
Let me speak to this speaker if there is a way.
Good luck.
Oh,
I don't know why. I mean, you can try.
no, I
I
More-
don't
don't
think, I don't
question
think the
some-
speaker is useful anymore. I think she
More
made her
so-
point very clear.
I'm going to
She'd
lean
rather
down to the
have people
dwarf.
die.
More so, I just need to get a look at what she looks like.
Oh yes, that is true.
A look on what she looks like. All right.
Oh my god.
I just need a glance. Do
So-
you think that man at the Emporium will second guess if she herself comes in with one of you?
Nope, I don't think so.
my
Did the
God.
rest of us hear that loud enough?
No, I'm whispering.
All right.
Oh,
No, I think that's a good idea. We should do that.
Terrible idea.
Should we address the others, or do you think they would immediately knock?
No, we don't need to let them know. We'll just turn to the
Understood.
table and we're like, hey, we're gonna go get the dwarves and have them buy stuff on our behalf.
I do ask Christopher though, like after the debriefing of the entire thing, like, do they allow us to buy potions?
Yeah, we can buy potions.
You think they'd have a potion to fly?
I don't know about that. We can buy health potions.
Oh, we do need stock
Hold
of
on.
that, I guess. Right?
Yeah,
Guess we're all going to the
that'd be
Emporium then?
great, but
So, yeah, we don't know these guys went to the Emporium, but I think this is the discussion I'm having with Christopher. Like, should we go buy potions for healing and see if they have a potion to fly?
All right.
yeah, I wanted
okay.
to go see if we could find some acid. So
I need to be
I mean, I guess
right
potions
back
would be a
again.
good place to start.
When I get back, then we can try to do this thing.
So the three
Yep.
of you would go ahead.
One question. It is the first time that Xenis hears out Hendero's name, right?
Hendero,
Yep.
the noble?
Yeah, Hendero from the Hendero's Emporium. It is the
Oh,
first
yes,
time that she
yes.
hears his
That's the first
his
time
name,
she
right?
hears his name.
History
Yeah.
roll for me.
I have to go.
Sure.
Pick
Who's
up.
Sorry for not ending the session time, and hope you get better though. See you soon.
I thought we had this talk too about ending on time.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. We're going over it again, and I would try
Great.
to get things sorted
Right.
out the better for the best time.
We still have 3 minutes.
I got a 20.
Nice. Let's see. All right, so Henderil name falls onto you for one specific reason. You remember down along your the trade in there, specifically passing down along the towns and that sort of stuff. You remember one name coming from the city of Waterdeep, from a same Henderil, from the House of Shirins. There is also a house on Everesca that you remember, not a noble house, but a house of traders and traders and merchants down there. Their specific woes was procuring magic items across the helm. So basically, this man from this small merchant merchant family down in the region of Evermeet, most likely is the same man.
Why would anyone leave Waterdeep for this shit? Excuse me. I know this name. I might know this man. I should talk to him.
Then you should definitely come with us. Maybe there might be some lifting on restrictions. Who knows?
This is an elf, correct?
Yes, he is a young elf.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking them.
Yeah, he's an elf.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I think the others already left. I don't know where they left to. Move on along.
Yeah, I'm still using the horse that I stole. I mean, borrowed.
I'm back.
Yes. So,
Emporium.
DM, I'm guessing the
Or
others
what?
went ahead of us, right?
I believe so.
Do we
But
go with the dwarves or?
it's up to you guys. Actually, since that is already disclosure on,
Good.
Pete, do you know anything lore-wise from House Shirin? It's a small house, not a noble house on Everesca, and they are associated with the what's the name of that that other emporium down in Waterdeep? The Wandering Emporium there. It's
Don't know the Emporium in Waterdeep.
it's not an emporium. It's the thing, the merchant thing that goes over the Forgotten Realms. I forgot the name of the thing.
I got my Dragon Heist book here. You want me to take a look?
I will get the name for you guys later on. It's associated with a big caravan of magic items that it was pretty common on AD&D. But anyhow, let's get the Anchor reporting here today. Noah's right. We already passed on time. So to everyone that saw up the session, thank you for tonight and peace.